Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhells and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Last night was Jeff Charles's 900. You
from Kinston or Farmville?
Look, it's 10 minutes to 6. I'm tired. Okay. 977th basketball broadcast.
But who's counting?
Holy crap.
I told you.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
Do we not agree? Sustained effort and violence.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny?
This is why nobody else can get on the Sugboat.
You know what? We couldn't get on the Sugboat
It's a test.
What's the point of kissing his ass if we can't get on the Sugboat?
It's a test. Y'all are haters and non-believers.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello, welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. We are talking to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, also online, pr927fm.com. What's on your mind? You can let us know on Facebook Live or on YouTube. You can watch the show there and comment and send us questions, whatever you want to discuss here on this Tuesday, and watch along as we do the program. You can also hit us up on Twitter at PR927FM on Twitter, or a personal Twitter page at Tweeting Clip. We have some guests to get to on today's program, including former Pirate great, now a member of the Detroit Tigers organization, Bryant Packard. We'll catch up with Pack, see what he's up to. Been nursing an injury, so we'll get a health update with Bryant and find out how he's doing and what he's doing in the baseball world. By the way, just saw moments ago on Twitter that The Major League Baseball and the MLBPA met today, and according to Jeff Passan, nothing happened. So the lockout continues. No deal. The meeting was today. Passan says little progress was made. The on-time opening of spring training at this point is in grave danger. Frankly, it would take a miraculous deal coming together to rescue. A delay feels inevitable. So what does that mean for minor league guys like Bryant Packard? Is he keeping up with this? Does he care about it? Does he tune into it? Does he avoid it? We'll ask him what this means for him when we talk to him coming up in about 20 minutes or so. Big Man on Campus, Jeff Nadu, will get us ready for a big night tonight in college basketball. We'll talk a little Pirate hoops, AAC hoops, see what's going on tonight, and talk Super Bowl 56 as well when he joins us at 4 o'clock. Also, in the 4 o'clock hour, Stephen Igoe, hoist the colors. Talk all things ECU with Igoe. And start talking quarterback carousel. There was I guess Albert Breer reported that Washington is going to take a big swing at the quarterback position this offseason. Don't know what that means. It doesn't mean they're going to get any contact. They're just going to take a hack and see what happens. Igoe's Broncos are in that position. There's a chance the Panthers make a move at quarterback right now. Sam Darnold seems to be the plan, but that could always change. So we'll talk QBs. Even though Igoe knows nothing about QBs, I'm just remembering. We will talk to him about it. Maybe we'll teach him something coming up later on in the show. And in the 5 o'clock hour, we will talk some Temple athletics. Pirates and Temple go at it 7 o'clock on Wednesday night in Minges Coliseum. Ryan Wallen from Temple's 24/7 site will join us on the program to talk some Owls hoops. Last time it was Kinston native Damian Dunn hurting the Pirates with 33 points in a last-second three. And we'll see what Temple and Dunn have done since then. A lot of Dunns there. Steve Hill says, Clipper! CJ Schaefer in there working on things with Shirley, just keeping him on his toes in there. Good job, CJ.
Figuring it out.
Yeah, you are figuring out as you go. I like it. And Chandler Honeycutt here as well, of course. Josh says, big news from ECU baseball today, hitting 2,000 in season tickets.
Nice. That was the goal a couple of weeks ago, and they've gotten to that goal.
So Pirates beginning the season here in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Get some baseball going.
I've been talking to people, saw some people over the weekend at Tiebreakers, watching some football there. A lot of ECU baseball fans there, asking them if they're ready. They are ready. I think all of Pirate Nation's ready.
So you did a ready check.
Are you ready?
And
yes.
Everybody.
All right, you ready? Yeah.
Everybody was ready that you asked.
Everybody.
Wow. All right, 100% ready.
Every single body.
Susan Dean says, hashtag fire Matt Rule. Today is February 1st, so it's the 32nd day of the year. There's 365 days in a year. I think Susan's planning on
my
using
question
this
is,
hashtag every day.
Yeah, is she going to do this every day until the day that he is fired?
I'm going to, should I take a little credit for Tony Dunn softening up a bit and putting out these articles about how Matt Rule is hiring good assistants?
Maybe. Maybe you made him pump the brakes a little bit.
All I've said is, you don't have to hate everything the guy does. At least, you can. That's fine. Whatever you want to do.
It's funny you say that because I've been thinking about that. If maybe you have influenced him, motivated him to kind of find some kind of light in the situation.
Might as well, right?
And I kind of agree with Tony. For what he's been...
Tony,
let's go to Tony at Cat Chronicles. But Matt Rule is, putting together an assistant or, a staff that I think he's learned his lesson. He's getting guys in here that have experience. He's hiring Ben McAdoo, who's obviously got experience not only as a head coach but as an offensive coordinator. And then the most recent hire, Jeff Campine or whatever his name is, coming from the Texans last year as the offensive line coach. I did see that he is...
Texans were awesome last year.
Poor David Culley. But he also spent some time in L.A., and then also I think he spent a bit of time in Green Bay as their offensive line coach. So I think he's learned his lesson. He's getting guys in here that have experience, and so can't believe I'm saying this. Kudos to Matt Rule.
Wow. Okay. See, I'm trying to turn you guys. Now they're gonna stink again next year, but that's in September. It's a lot. You should save up some of your hate between now and September. Why use it all in the off season?
Yeah, kind of save it.
There's plenty to go around.
And then when the time is right to unleash that hate, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a bloody mess.
Exactly. So you don't have to use it all now. Save a little bit. All right. Susan does bring up a good point. As long as I'm paying hard-earned money for my seats, I will continue to say
that is true. She is a PSL owner.
So there you go. There's some financials involved in that complaining. All right. Tomorrow is the big day where there's a new commander in town. The Commanders. Apparently, Washington's going to be called the Washington Commanders. I'm fine with it. Go Durs, go Manders, go Mandos.
Did I see there was a video of, I don't know who it was for you in the front office there in Washington, but it was like a aerial view of him sitting down, and then it kind of exposed.
Yeah, Jason Wright.
It exposed the Commanders logo and stuff like that.
Kind of tired of him already.
So
gave him a chance early. Now I don't know about him.
Yeah,
they're trying to clean up this whole organization, and it's not working. But again, I'm fine with Commanders if that indeed is the name. Everybody's going to pick on it, make fun of it. That's fine.
I'm not.
That's what people do. And if you do, that's fine. Last time we played on the football field, we commanded you to lose in Charlotte.
See, what? That was good, but I was just about to say, I'm not going to make fun of the name. Why would I make fun of the name?
If something's stupid or silly, you make fun of it. You don't think Commanders is... I think that's why I like Commanders. It's kind of tough to make fun of.
Yeah.
It's so boring and generic. It's like...
It is, but I mean, there's a connection. And at least it's not just a random name.
What's the connection?
You're in Washington, D.C.
The government commands us to do everything?
Yeah, exactly.
We're listening to our commanders. Commander-in-Chief.
This is a sports show.
Exactly.
So let's stick to sports, Chandler.
Gosh.
Man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up politics.
So that's coming tomorrow. Maybe there'll be a curveball. I doubt it. All right, big news today. Tom Brady had retired and then unretired, and now he's re-retired.
First of all, this has just been one weird sequence of events.
Here's what's weird to me, and this sounds like an unpopular take from everything I've read. Why is everybody so mad at Adam Schefter?
Yeah, I know.
Now, if you don't think he should have a job or his job should not exist for breaking news, then that's one thing. But Adam Schefter does this all the time. He has news about trades, coaching hires, coaching fires, free agents before it comes out officially.
It's
all the time.
It's what he's known for.
So if you don't like him reporting that Tom Brady's going to retire, do you not like him reporting that
a player's going to be
Sam
traded?
Darnold's going to the Panthers? It's the same thing. That's his job. That's what he does. I don't understand why people were so upset at him. Now, if it's like a personal thing where Tom Brady said, hey, Adam, I'm going to retire on Tuesday, but don't tell nobody. If he broke it then, okay, well, Tom Brady has the right to be mad, and maybe that's crappy for him to do that, but I don't think that was the case. He found out Tom Brady was going to retire and said Tom Brady's going to retire. I don't understand why people are so upset with Adam Schefter. Again, if you don't think his job should exist, then you should be upset with everything he comes out with 3 days before the team announces it. That's my take. I don't know. I don't understand the big deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and the thing about Brady, though, is he came out after all the breaking news of him retiring on Sunday. He came out and said, hold on, first of all, and I quote, nowhere near making my decision on retirement. He also said, I'm going to have to, think about this. I've got, he made it seem like it was going to be a drawn-out decision, a drawn-out process, and 2 days later, he comes out and says, I've retired. Like, that's been the weird thing for me. What happened to the long process? What happened to, sitting down and thinking about it with
There was
family
no
and friends?
process. He just wanted to be the one to announce it. That's fine. Like, why did he tell someone he was going to retire?
Yeah.
Or did Adam Schefter just make a huge guess? I don't know. The whole thing's whatever to me. Adam Schefter is going to report that the Texans are going to hire a coach probably before the Texans announce it. Is that wrong? Should he not do that? I don't understand. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm right.
I agree with you.
Thank you, Chandler, for agreeing with me. Mike says, what if Shefty had his fingers crossed when Brady told him not to tell anyone? Well, if you have your fingers crossed, you can lie about anything.
Fair game.
Yeah. I mean, the rules are the rules. Steve says that Commanders sounds like a Arena League or XFL team. I wonder why that's so. Could it be because there was a team in the AAF called the San Antonio Commanders? Maybe that's why it sounds like an AAF team. Because there was a team called the Commanders.
That sounds a lot like a AAF team.
That's kind of my point. It's so like boring and generic. It's tough to make fun of unless you say it's boring and generic. So, John Moody says, I want to be the first ever back-to-back giveaway winner in Pirate Radio history, but now with it being a new month, it's a challenge to Josh Thomas to carry out this challenge.
Yeah, John Moody yesterday on Facebook in the comments said, called his shot yesterday for the show.
He wanted to win and then do like a Money in the Bank style the next day.
And win the next day.
Yeah.
Because everybody's eligible today. So Josh Thomas, like John Moody said, has a chance to carry that out.
Josh, I wonder if we've ever had a back-to-back winner, Shirley Rhodes. It sounds pretty rare. I'm going to say this could be the first if Josh wins the prize today.
Could you imagine Josh Thomas winning today and being the first Pirate Radio winner to win back-to-back booty bags?
And I guess we're just going to do a call-in in the third hour since the idea I had yesterday for today's giveaway didn't come to fruition.
I guess not.
I didn't know Shirley was listening. We'll do it next week. We'll have a winner coming up in hour 3 of today's show. Brady, Josh says game on.
Game on.
All right, so trying to be the first back-to-back winner in Pirate Radio Live history. Brady out. How we feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Relieved.
Yeah, he's going to take over Big Ben's Hall of Fame ceremony. It's awesome.
Well, retire a different year, Ben. Should have retired 2 years ago.
That is true. Brady is leaving too early. Ben left too late.
Yeah.
It is pretty rare. We've talked about like Peyton Manning in that Super Bowl and how Von Miller carried Peyton Manning's Weekend at Bernie's lifeless body to a Super Bowl podium. I heard somebody today say Brock Osweiler could have won that Super Bowl. We'll talk about that with Igoe, because he also said that Osweiler got hurt, and that's why Manning went back in and played late in the year. I don't remember that. We'll see if Igoe, the Broncos fan, remembers that. But anyway, I don't know if it makes a difference or not. It is another team now that's going to be in the quarterback sweepstakes this offseason, and Bruce Arians will probably attract Aaron Rodgers to Tampa, and they'll be another factor next year. Couldn't you see that happening?
And then that ruins my hopes again.
They drafted, was it Kyle Trask, I think?
Yes. From Florida.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's ready.
Why did I think that my roommate, who is a big Florida fan, reminded me that they had Kyle Trask, and I could have swore they had Blaine Gabbert playing behind Tom Brady. But I have heard the name Kyle Trask. They'll definitely go out to be sure and get somebody else. So could it be Aaron Rodgers? Well, we shall see.
I think so. Blaine Gabbert was on that roster this year. I guess he was the backup with Trask, kind of just hanging out there.
Former number 2 overall pick behind Cam Newton.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Steve Steve Hill says first back-to-back Free Beer Friday winner. All right, so he's in the record books for that. Mike says if you were Brady today and could finally eat real food, what would you eat first?
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good choice.
What flavor?
Go probably half. I'm going to get 20 wings.
All right.
I'm going to get half buffalo. Probably do half spicy garlic.
Okay, from AJ's?
Sure.
Do you get spicy garlic other places?
Spicy garlic at
sometimes
AJ's is great.
Yeah, I mean
that's my go-to at AJ's.
Yeah.
And then some fries, wings and fries.
Wings and fries, ranch or blue cheese?
Ranch, baby.
All right, CJ, what should Tom Brady eat today?
Man, Chandler kind of swung me onto the wings, except I'm a Parmesan garlic guy.
Okay, some garlic parm wings.
Mm-hmm. Those are good.
How about a big old plate of spaghetti and meatballs? How about a big old fat dish of lasagna? I'm going the Italian variety.
Okay, can't go wrong with that.
What about some gabagoo?
I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
No. I just know it's from The Sopranos.
Rich has breaking news. According to sources, I would like to announce John Moody will not be back-to-back winner on Pirate Radio.
Ooh.
Well, we know that. It's impossible.
Didn't John Moody say himself that he wasn't going to be that?
Yes. But is this like Tom Brady? This is somebody else reporting the news. I don't know. I don't know. How about this? Is the NFL rigged? Is it fake? Is it scripted? Or do you believe in coinkydinks, aka coincidences? May 18th, 2017, Los Angeles announces the Inglewood Stadium's opening will be delayed by a year due to flooding. They had a rain in 2017. 5 days later, the NFL announced the host stadiums for Super Bowl 55 and 56 would swap. That set up the Bucs to play at home last year and the Rams to play at home this year.
That is a strange little take there.
That just goes to show you that it's not about the quarterback, the coach. God determines the outcome of sporting events. And he determined that the Bucs would host last year and the Rams would host this year. You know who's hosting next year's Super Bowl? If you want to. No.
Well, I thought we were going on the trend of host the team that plays there. So I was trying to get my hopes up.
So wrong twice.
Well, I'm trying to get my hopes up. Can I just have this?
You can't. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's play your Fantasyland game. Who's quarterbacking the Steelers in that game?
I don't know, but wouldn't it be awesome if Mason Rudolph gets pulled to the Super Bowl?
No.
Oh.
You're not on Pittsburgh radio. What do you mean, wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wouldn't that be awesome if Mason Rudolph? Everybody loves Mason Rudolph, right?
I don't even love Mason Rudolph.
That is a Super Bowl quarterback right there.
If I were you,
I was about to
CJ,
say, didn't you hate on him last week?
Oh, I thoroughly hate him.
If I were you, CJ, and I was giving you the opportunity to continue the Fantasyland path, and I asked you that question, you would have said Aaron Rodgers leads us to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But you missed out. Now it's going to be Mason Rudolph. You had your chance. Next year, I could kind of see this happening. What about Kyler Murray and the Cardinals hosting in their stadium? Do you give Kingsbury and Murray a chance? I think they could.
I think they could. I mean, they were the last undefeated team this year, right?
Yeah. Let's see. This was on Reddit, and a poster had this. You had the Bills go to the Super Bowl 4 times. Each time they were beat by the NFC East. You had the bad guys win last year, and now the NFL is doing some fan service by putting an underdog team to root for in the Super Bowl this year in Cincinnati. And like every other major television show, the only cities that exist are Los Angeles and New York. So let's make sure LA is not only represented in the series finale, but also where it takes place. So there's something to this, like this writing.
Conspiracy theory?
Yeah. And why do people hate Washington so much that are doing the writing here? I mean, I get Carolina because Carolina doesn't matter.
Never have.
Never have, never will.
Ooh.
But I don't understand the Washington hate by these writers. I don't get it. All right, anything else here on the rundown?
NFL news, Buck scoreboard. What do you got on the Buck scoreboard?
Nothing much.
No college basketball?
Bonnie's and Davidson.
Where is the U? Is Miami on the Buck scoreboard?
Oh, Kenny Pickett has small hands. Saw that today.
So did Joe Burrow, apparently, didn't he?
Yeah, I did see that. That he was told that the ball would slip out of his hands.
Are you worried about Kenny Pickett's small hands?
Not in the slightest.
Okay. Neither am I. You're asking about Miami? So Chandler has a futures bet on Miami to win the ACC.
When did you do that?
A few weeks ago.
Before
Impressive.
they beat Duke, Carolina, before they really started winning games.
It was about
Very
a month
impressive.
ago. Yeah.
Because last year we took Miami Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday during the ACC tournament during the days. Just give us something to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they didn't win that last game, but they covered. They covered all 3 games.
Oh, it was like 3 or 4 straight days of me and Clip Brock sitting here in Studio A watching Miami basketball. And that ride was, I'm going to be honest, it was thrilling. It was fun. And to help make my decision, I think we had brought up about, all right, who are we going to go for, who we running with in the ACC tournament this year. And I said, well, I kind of want to go back with Miami. Why not? And so I looked and I was like, man, you know, Miami's odds are up there. Why not take it? So I did, and let's go Canes.
Seems to be paying off so far.
Canes are 16-5, 8-2 on top of the ACC. They will play 7 o'clock Wednesday night against Notre Dame. So while you're checking out ECU Temple, you'll have your a side eye on that game.
Yeah, and I'll also
Catholics versus convicts.
Oh, that's right.
Billy Weaver tuned in. We'll talk to Weave tomorrow about the Washington football name announcement. He says, moist and tender. Where's he going with this?
Oh, Billy.
Moist and tender cured meat made from the neck of a pig. That's gabagoo.
Gabagoo.
Really?
Never knew that. Huh. That's what Weaver says.
A little bit of gabagoo.
If anybody wants to dispute that, they are free to do so.
I thought it was just something people said. It sounded Italian.
It sounds cool to say.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, we will talk to former Pirate great Bryant Packard. Get an update with Pack, see what he's up to. We'll do that when we return on Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Because slice to order makes a sub above. Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 Chicken Philly. Because grilled to order makes a sub above.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 and save up to $2,000 off. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
It's a new year and we have some exciting news at Angel Oak Home Loans. This is Talbot Green and I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Braxton Green. I've known Braxton his entire life because he's my nephew. He is also a recent ECU graduate and has lived in Eastern North Carolina his entire life.
This is Braxton Green and I'm looking forward to working with you with your next home loan or refinance. Give us a call at Angel Oak Home Loans today at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250 and 685-842. Equal housing lender.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year. And they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and learn more. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right. You had me in the first half, I'm not going to lie, but you came through there. Well done, CJ.
Words got a little mixed up, but we're there.
Redbeard says the Hall of Fame stage isn't big enough to hold Brady's ego and Big Ben's body. Maybe we're going to have to separate the two. I don't know. All right. Do we have our guest? We do on the Pirate Radio Live line. Joining us, former Pirate great, now a member of the Detroit Tigers organization. He is Bryant Packard joining us here on Pirate Radio Live. Pat, great to catch up with you, man. How you been doing?
I've been doing great, man. How are you guys doing?
Doing fantastic. Let's start with your health, Bryant. How you feeling today?
Pretty healthy.
Good to hear. You swinging, getting swings in, stuff like that?
Yeah, I've been pretty much cleared since I'd say like October.
Okay.
I was down at the spring training facility, rehabbing up until then, and then I moved on out here to Charlotte. So me and my girlfriend got just renting a place up here in Uptown.
Good deal. Bryant Packard joining us. Bryant, how much are you keeping up with? We talked about it earlier. Jeff Passan reporting on MLB and the MLBPA and the meetings and what's going on there. And there was a meeting today. Nothing came of it. Jeff Passan said it's now looking like the start date to spring training will be pushed back unless something miraculous happens. So how much, as you know, a guy trying to make his way through the minor leagues, are you keeping up with the talks that are going on?
I haven't been keeping up with it very much at all, Clip, to be honest with you, because it doesn't really affect us minor leaguers unless you're on like the 40-man. So no matter what happens with them, it's not really going to affect us. I will say the only thing that's changed, I was initially supposed to go down to Lakeland and start getting ready to roll February 20th, but they agreed on different protocols or whatever. So now I'm not able to go March 13th. So I guess that's the only thing that has affected us, which kind of sucks because we want to get down there, but they're not going to open the facility up until March 13th. So I don't know. It's just a lot of back and forth. I see a lot of tweets about it. It doesn't really see anything as come of much. They don't. I don't think either sides really like each other.
It appears that way. We were talking to Alec Burleson about it a couple weeks ago. He joined us on the show, and I guess Brian, and you kind of said it there. Like, are you guys slated to play minor league no matter what happens with these talks? Are you supposed to be playing some games here in a few months?
Yes. So we are set for, I think, first week of April is our first game, and that's from high A or low A all the way up to triple A. Unless you're so if you're on the 40-man, you can obviously still play minor league baseball,
right?
But not this year because of the lockout. If you're on the 40-man, you're not allowed to. So those guys that could be slated for like Double A, who were protected by the Rule 5 draft by putting on 40-man, aren't even going to be able to play until they make an agreement, which kind of sucks for some guys.
No doubt. Kind of a good news, bad news. You'd love, you always want your name on that 40-man, but if you're not able to play, that kind of stinks. So, Brian, I always ask you guys this: any idea where you'll start this season? What level? Any idea yet?
I think I will start in Double A. If I had to put money on something, it would definitely be Double A.
Okay, good deal. And where is that, Brian, for you?
That is in Erie, Pennsylvania.
All right.
Nowhere U.S. yet. Yeah, not a lot going on out there.
Erie, Pennsylvania. Do they have cool hats?
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yes, they do. They do. And they also, I think the Tigers set the record for coldest affiliates as well.
Nice.
So,
yeah, coldest of.
Freezing.
Well, you played some cold games here to start seasons, and not to dwell on your health, Bryant, but how many games do you think you played at East Carolina at 100%, where you felt like you were 100%?
Oh boy, my freshman year, half of the games. My sophomore year, pretty much my sophomore year, I was great. Felt amazing. I only missed one series. That was a Charlotte series, just because I messed up my back. And my junior year, I'd probably say like 2 weeks.
Was your sophomore year? Was that the 400 year?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was completely healthy. The good year. And then my last year, obviously, messed up my hand. Hurt my hamstring really bad, and then the back was always barking at me. So.
Brian, we had Ventavious Cooper on recently. He had a 1,000-yard rushing season in 2013. That was the last 1,000-yard rushing season since Keaton Mitchell did it last season. And Ventavious was kind of honest when he answered. He was like, yeah, I'm happy for Mitchell, but I kind of like my name always coming up as being the last 1,000-yard guy. So you hit 400, and you didn't have a lot of time to sit back and celebrate your name in the record books after what Connor Norby did last year. So were you upset that Connor killed all your records?
No, I was not upset. I'm happy for Norbs, man. That guy works hard. Yeah, he broke a lot of them for sure. I think twice in the same season he almost beat the hit streak record.
Oh yeah, right.
Just unheard of. Yeah, he got the 20 games twice. So if he could have had 2 more good games, I think he would have had a 50-game hit streak. But no, I was happy for that guy, man. He rakes, and I think he's gonna have a really good professional.
And that's the thing with ECU baseball. Cliff Godwin makes fun of us at this point because we always say, hey, how are you going to replace Bryant Packard and Brickhouse? And then, Burley and Francisco, Norby, all these guys come along. And now that's the question. How are you going to replace those guys? And the way this program works, Bryant, as you know, the way Cliff recruits, there's always going to be the next studs here in Greenville. And that's how it's supposed to be. And that's the program Cliff Godwin has.
Right. I think that's always the question, like you said, and then out of nowhere, guys step up. For Burley, I remember watching Burley's first ever batting practice. I was like, dude, is this guy ever going to play Division I baseball? And then he comes out of nowhere and rakes. And I feel like I was the same way after my freshman year. I was okay, and then I stepped up as well. And I wasn't surprised Norby did what he did. To hit that well, I was kind of surprised, obviously, because he just went off. But there's new guys all the time. I mean, this lineup's still going to be stacked with the new addition of Carter Cunningham. You got Agnos, Ryder, and Mack. It's going to be another fun year. I can't wait.
No doubt. And Brian, you can speak to it as a player. You were good when you got here, and you were even better by the time you left East Carolina. So What is that? Everybody Cliff Godwin brings in is good at baseball, as good, but how do they get better as the seasons roll on here in Greenville? How about you personally? What helped you kind of, how did you hit 400 in a season? What led to that? What did you do to get better day in, day out here?
Well, for me personally, so halfway through my freshman year, I hurt my back. And then it gave me another perspective on baseball. I was able to sit back and watch from the dugout, be with Coach Godwin and see how he runs things. I was always on a chart in the dugout. And in that fall, the fall before my sophomore year, I was still hurt, and I was able to stand in on bullpens all the time and, really get close to Coach Godwin and, like I said, see the game from another perspective. But I think that's what helped me so much, was just all that, and then just learning the culture, man. I know we talk about it all the time, but the culture is awesome. It locks guys in. It really makes guys want to play baseball, and you never know how great baseball is until it's taken away from you. Like I've got it taken away from me a few times with my injuries. But I just think the way Coach Cliff teaches hitting, first of all, he teaches the basics when you come in there. He completely changes your swing and makes you really uncomfortable. And then when you get into the game, it almost seems like practice. So he's obviously a great hitting coach, but the culture is what sticks around.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you take a step back, you get closer to the coaches as they're teaching the other guys. Does that mean maybe one day down the road, when you're done swinging the stick, you get into coaching? Is that something you want to do, Brian, or do you want to go a different direction?
Oh yeah, I told Cliff whenever he's done, I'm taking the job.
Oh, okay. So you're the next man up when he leaves.
Oh yeah, for sure. I told him when he's done and happy with what he did, let me slide in there and be the next coach.
There you go.
We've pretty got that figured out.
Bryant, what's important to you when it comes to these advanced stats and everything? What are you looking at the closest as far as trying to improve your game?
I would say probably like my bat speed, I guess, and my attack angle. I've always had kind of like a really steep attack angle. So for people that don't know, in detail metrics, that's literally just the angle of the angle of what you attack the ball. So your bat angle. If it's too steep, then you'll be cutting a lot of balls and allowing ground balls. If it's too up, obviously you're going to be hitting a lot of fly balls and swinging and missing a lot. So finding that happy medium, which is around like 0 to 8 degrees, staying in there, and then having my bat speed over 70 miles an hour. And I'm completely new to all the metrics. Coach G didn't really use it as much when I was there, which is completely fine, just because we were so approach-oriented, and I've learned so much from Coach Godwin with my approach and little mechanics, and then the Tigers coordinators have really helped me with metrics and, how the swing actually works. So I'd say those.
Now that's great. You can use, different. There's more than one way to skin a cat, or whatever the phrase is. So you can use a lot of different things to perfect it. You always had a sweet swing, Brian. Like, when's the last time you changed your swing? Have you been pretty much the same, like since Babe Ruth and Conley, or have you tweaked with it over the years?
I've actually made pretty much my first swing change of my life for the most part this off season. So I have a leg kick now. That's what the Tigers wanted to see out of me, I think. Generating a little more power, a little more bat speed. It was super uncomfortable at first, but I think I've gotten it figured out. I've been able to hit off a few big leaguers here in Charlotte. I actually hit off Mike Wright the other day.
Oh, cool.
Which is good. Yep, and a few other big leaguers, and just the feedback, the immediate feedback I get, while I'm swinging, and because obviously I'm facing really good arms, and if I can do it against them, I can do it pretty much anybody. So.
And Brian, how about as far as being an outfielder and playing the defense part of baseball? How's that coming along for you?
It's really cold out here. I can't really get outside. I haven't touched the glove too much this off season, but I probably had the best defensive season of my career last year. So I felt really comfortable, felt really athletic. I don't have to do too much with the glove, because I feel like outfield, has a lot to do with footwork, and I'm pretty much nailing that in the gym and working on my arm strength a lot this off season. So that's been pretty cool to see our mile per hour go up a whole lot, like substantially.
Yeah,
doing drive line stuff and stuff like that.
We saw you making some diving catches. I remember us posting those out. And some would say, Bryant, if you were faster, you could just get under the ball. I wouldn't say that. I would say you made great plays on it. But
that takes all the coolness out. You can't get on SportsCenter too fast, man.
that's true.
You gotta dive.
You got to lay out, make that catch. Web Gym. Bryant Packard joining us here today on Pirate Radio Live. Who you got in the Super Bowl, Bryant? Bengals or Rams?
Oh, Joe Burrow, man.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
It's just, oh my God, he's so cool. I think everybody wants to be that guy.
Well, I'm not gonna say you're Joe Burrow, but you have a sneaky, funny side to you, and you don't force things. You're Joe Burrow-ish, I will say, Bryant. Is that fair?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the best compliment I've ever got there, Clip. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
There you go. All right, so getting ready for a new season, which sounds like it's going to be delayed a little bit, but you said, March, second week in March, you're going to head to Florida, is that right?
March 13th, yep. I think our opening day will not change at all. I think we're slated for April 6th is kickoff for us. So I think we'll be good. It just, it's going to be weird being in spring training for just 2 weeks. It's going to be a very quick turnaround. So we'll see.
Got the ECU baseball banquet coming up, Brian. Clayton McCullough was on with Brian Bailey yesterday. He's an awesome interview. He's going to be talking. Connor Norby will also be talking. Norby, I don't know if he's nervous to speak. He said he was just going to go up there and wing it, and then had better thought that maybe I should write a few things down. So you've done some of these before, Brian, and you've always been pretty good with the media anyway. But how comfortable are you talking to an audience like that?
Not at all, especially the first few minutes. You got to make a joke, and you're just praying somebody laughs. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing Norb speak, because he's hilarious. He's a funny, good guy, but he can be awkward at times too, just like me. So I'm definitely excited to laugh and cringe at the same time.
Well, we're all good at different things. We all enjoy different things. He said he'd much rather, I think I used Gavin Williams as an example, much rather be in the box facing Gavin than up there talking. And if you ask me, I want no part of a helmet and bat. I'll just take a mic and go with it. So, we all have our different strengths, I guess.
Yeah, I'd rather hit probably in front of 100,000 than talk to like 200 people. Especially when you know them, it's a little harder.
Yeah, that's true.
When you got your whole team there laughing at you.
They're going to roast you afterwards while you're up there standing. So,
yeah.
Brian, great to catch up with you, man. Good luck this season. We'll keep in touch, talk to you down the road, but appreciate you joining us for a few minutes today.
All righty. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, man. There's Bryant Packard. Sounds like he's doing good. Looking forward to some baseball. And now that he mentioned that, I do remember us posting some of his defensive highlights. We had him. We had Burley making catches in the outfield. We know these guys as offensive stalwarts, but to make it in the pros, you got to play both sides, and we saw Bryant doing that last year.
Oh, yeah. He was he covered a lot of ground out there in the outfield and made some awesome plays. And man, he took some hits on the wall too in his career here in East Carolina.
Yeah.
And some big time catches in some big time games too. So, and man, I didn't even think about it, but he is very Joe Burrow-esque. Just
laid back. He's got a cool demeanor. Yeah.
He's not cocky, but he kind of expresses a little bit of cockiness, not even like trying to. So yeah, I never even thought of it until you mentioned Joe Burrow, and I was like, he's kind of like him. But yeah, what a great career he had here at East Carolina, and hopefully he has a good one in the pros as well.
He hit .406 as a sophomore.
Golly.
And then really stunk it up, hitting .358 the following year.
That's terrible.
when .358 is a down year, you're an elite hitter. His sophomore year, 14 home runs, 50 RBIs, 6 stolen bases to go with that .406 batting average.
Deceptive speed.
Yeah, we talked about his speed a little bit there. But the fact that those numbers, especially you look at that average number, I still think average is a great stat that I look at. I think now people that follow baseball talk about how overrated that stat is, but to hit 400 in a season is still very damn special. Yeah. And the fact that Connor Norby hit even higher than .406 is mind-blowing.
Hitting machines.
Yeah. But great to catch up with Pack. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1 of Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. We're back with you after this.
Okie doke.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ Dance Party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at CarolinaQualityAir.com.
Burgers, wings, hand-cut, hand-breaded chicken tenders, fresh salads, and cold beer is the starting lineup at Tiebreakers and has been keeping customers happy for 20 years. Tiebreakers' family atmosphere is the perfect place to come watch your favorite team play while enjoying a great lunch or dinner. In a hurry or looking for catering options? Get Tiebreakers to go. That now includes the new curbside pickup by ordering online at tiebreakersnc.com. Tiebreakers.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is Dr. Anthony Scalick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center of Greenville. We offer a variety of services including arthroscopic surgery, sports medicine, carpal tunnel surgery, general orthopedics, fracture care, total joint replacement, physical therapy, and on-site MRIs. For experienced and professional medical care, visit our office on W.H. Smith Boulevard in Greenville and online at orthoeast.com. Orthopedics East, providing services to ECU and Pitt County athletics for over 35 years. Go Pirates!
Hey, this is Troy D., proud ECU grad from the class of '94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
This is Stephen Igoe, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on all our social medias on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the over 53,000 followers today at PR927FM. Now let's head back into the show. Here's your host, Cliff Brock.
All right. Pirate Hoops coming up Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, Minji's Coliseum against Temple. They'll be on the road this weekend, Saturday, against Tulane. We'll have a watch-along coming up here on Saturday, presented by Tiebreakers. So we'll have some giveaways, we'll have some goodies, and have a lot of fun. So watch the game with us. Coming up Saturday, we'll be on YouTube and Facebook Live as East Carolina takes on Tulane Saturday afternoon. I believe that's a 2 o'clock, but I will confirm momentarily. Chandler will be here. CJ, are you coming, or what are you doing?
I don't know. I was planning on going to see my parents this weekend, but I don't know when, so
All right.
figure that out.
Sounds like a no. We're going to extend the invite to Igoe.
I mean, we do every time.
He's going to turn us down, but...
Like every time.
Should we still extend the invite?
Sure.
When he joins us later?
Yes.
2 o'clock Saturday, East Carolina at Tulane. We'll be here in the Pirate Radio studios.
Rock and Jock jerseys?
I don't know. I kind of want to mix it up. Yeah, I might just go in street clothes. Since Brandon Suggs in street clothes, I might just wear street clothes.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. And with Washington becoming the Commanders tomorrow, let's go Commando.
What? All right, I'm in. Hey, nobody will know.
Street clothes and Commando.
Nobody will know a difference. In fact, if you're watching us Saturday, we want all of you out there to go Commando as well.
Go Commando.
CJ, you'll be
when you go see your parents. Be Commando. Wow.
All right, this is a good activity to do with you guys. Going Commando. Because we all need a quarterback. Fair?
Sure.
Yeah.
There are some names I see floating around for like next potential Washington quarterback, but these could go for any team that needs a QB. Let's do a would you rather.
Okay.
Let's start with would you rather draft a rookie or trade or acquire somehow Tyler Huntley from the Ravens to start on your team?
Is it draft a quarterback from your current position?
Yeah, when do y'all draft?
20.
Okay.
I think I'd still want to draft.
I'd probably go rookie quarterback.
Any who in mind?
If not Pickett or who's the Ole Miss quarterback?
Matt Corral.
Yeah, if not one of them, Carson Strong from Nevada.
Okay. Do you have a favorite quarterback, Chandler?
In the draft?
Yeah.
I guess Pickett. I enjoyed watching him at Pitt. Malik Willis is a guy to watch out for, too. The Liberty
I don't know what to think about him. I don't know how I feel about... I've already jumped on the Corral. To me, Corral's golden. What did you sigh at that for? That was pretty good.
That was good. It could have been better, but that... Yeah, I
feel like
I knew that was coming at some point.
I feel like he has a buffet of tools to use on the field. I like Matt Corral. He's a gamer.
I know. I remember you saying that.
So there's no way we're going to get him because last year I wanted Stafford. All right. Would you rather have? So I guess you guys are out on Huntley. Would you rather have a rookie or Baker Mayfield?
Rookie.
Ooh.
Oh, rookie.
Yeah.
Wow.
That took less thinking.
So you guys are out on Baker.
Absolutely.
I was reading an article, Chandler, and it said potential Washington starters. And for Baker, the headline was change of scenery. You know what that reminded me of? Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Change of scenery doesn't guarantee success, as we have learned.
Nope.
Man, you guys are way out on Baker, huh?
Absolutely.
Interesting. All right. Would you rather have... I guess it comes down to this. Jimmy G or Derek Carr?
Ooh.
Because I've seen both of those names.
Yeah, that's not a... I like that one better. I think I'd go Derek Carr.
I do too.
I'm going to go Jimmy G.
Okay.
Because he's been there, and yes...
Where?
To the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And to the NFC Championship?
Yeah, but...
I mean, he's failed when he got there, but has Derek Carr ever got there?
Don't be asking me questions you know the answer to.
I mean, I know the answer. I'm asking you.
You're asking me Have the Raiders been to the Super Bowl with Derek Carr?
Hi, I'm Chandler Honeycutt.
Yes.
Welcome to Sports Trivia.
Answer the question.
I'm
No.
sorry. I don't follow. I don't know who's been in the Super. I don't know the answer.
No. The answer is no.
He hasn't?
No. I mean,
That's your reasoning? I think Derek Carr is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. You disagree?
Matt Stafford hadn't been to the Super Bowl until
I like Derek
2
Carr.
days
Don't
ago.
get me wrong.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if Washington's ever had a quarterback as handsome as me. If they get one of those two guys, you can kiss that goodbye. Because those are some handsome gentlemen. Carr with the eyeshadow. Garoppolo with the natural looks. I don't know if a quarterback that good looking can ever succeed.
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady's no Jimmy Garoppolo, son.
I know.
Son, that is the
might be the
stupidest.
stupidest thing you've ever said.
So you like Carr more than Garoppolo?
Yes.
You like Jimmy G more than Carr?
Yes. I'm going experience.
Obviously.
And looks.
Obviously. I tell you what, Derek Carr, I've said this, seems like a good guy. I like how he seems like a really good motivator, too.
Oh, yeah.
Now, not to say like his Jimmy G's teammates have come out in his defense and have talked about how great he is. So
Bryce Williams did too.
That's right. He was the one.
I am on the Bryce Williams train.
Bryce Williams. Now, Bryce might have been going about this a little different, but facts is the facts. I asked him to take any quarterback in the playoffs, which included Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. He took Jimmy G. So
Whatever.
He's an interesting guy. Obviously, I could have brought up Rodgers and Wilson, but that's a pipe dream at this point. I think these are realistic options. I guess Carr would be... I saw a line on Twitter from a Washington fan and said, I don't want a quarterback better than Heineke. I want a quarterback better than Dak Prescott. Which, hey, I get it.
Okay.
Let's not try to be 2 wins higher than last year. Let's try to win the division, go to the playoffs. Is Carr better? Would you rather have Carr or Prescott?
Ooh. I think I could go Dak there.
Chandler, who's better, Dak or Jimmy G? Got to be Dak.
Dak.
Yeah. I think Dak's better.
I thought you were going to ask me Dak or Derek Carr.
No,
You like Jimmy G more than Carr? No.
Yes, I just said Dak's better than Jimmy G.
Exactly. So obviously you think he's better than Carr.
Yeah.
What? Why are you so upset?
I'm not upset.
Would you rather have Sam Darnold or Scotty Montgomery? All right, Scotty coaches your team and you get a new quarterback. Would you take that?
Scotty coaches the offense.
He's the running backs coach for McCaffrey.
Oh, my God.
But you lose Darnold and get a new quarterback. Would you be in for that right now?
Yes. Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Chandler wants Scotty Montgomery. That's
Charlotte. I'd make Charlotte Motown in a jiffy.
to get Darnold out of there. Would you take Scotty if Mason Rudolph wasn't your quarterback? Are y'all really going to give Dwayne Haskins a shot?
Well, I'd rather give him a shot than Mason, and I don't want to give either one a shot.
Yeah.
I'd rather find out if TJ Watt can play offense too.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really are missing the days of Randall L. and Hines Ward because you could have put those guys at quarterback
Good times.
and done
Heath Miller
something.
was the emergency quarterback for like 10 years.
Did you know he played lacrosse?
I didn't, actually.
Oh, really? I think that was his thing they used to say for every game. Mike brings up a good point, Chandler. Jimmy G has been to a Super Bowl just like Rex Grossman. So would you rather have Rex Grossman? Let's see. If you're Super Bowls only, would you rather have Trent Dilfer or who's a good quarterback that didn't go to a Super Bowl? Phillip Rivers.
I mean, before this, it was Matt Stafford.
Yeah. Who's the best quarterback that hasn't been to a Super Bowl that's currently playing? That's a good question. Josh Allen?
Yeah.
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 Take us to break. We'll think about this as we go to break. I guess Dak would kind of sort of be up there. Lamar Jackson?
Ooh, I like Dak more than Lamar.
Ooh. That's kind of hot.
Yeah, a little bit. Derek Carr.
That's a little spicy. I would put Carr below Allen. I would put Carr. Lamar Jackson's tough, man, because in the same game, he looks like the best top 5 quarterback and bottom 5 quarterback.
He's done both.
I don't know where to put him. Would I rather have Lamar or Carr? Probably Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson. All right. I love talking about quarterbacks. We'll do that more with Igoe coming up later on. But when we return, Jeff Nadu he's not hoist the colors. Say it.
Hoist the colors?
The big man on campus. What if Igoe was the big man on campus? That name just doesn't fit Igoe.
Skinny man on campus.
We'll talk to Jeff Nadu, look at tonight's college basketball action, and more when we return after this.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Your vehicle. Welcome back to the show. From sales to service, Greenville Auto World has all your vehicle needs covered. Shop all their inventory now at greenvilleautoworld.net. If you're also looking for someone to service your vehicle, Greenville Auto World has full service and repair facilities. Brakes, oil changes, tires, inspections, and they can repair any kind of vehicle. Greenville Auto World across from Speedway at Bells Fork, and online at greenvilleautoworld.net. Thanks to Tim Sutton and Jim Rogers, Greenville Auto World. Now,
oh my God!
Back to the show. Here's Clip Brock.
You all right?
Clearly not.
That was a rough one. CJ Schaefer here, Chandler Honeycutt, Shirley Rhodes, supervising.
Supervise more.
Yeah, I need more.
I was over here trying to make some graphics.
No, don't want to hear that.
You come multitask.
Don't. Yeah. CJ's job way tougher than mine, even though I produced the show for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you do now? Sit in the chair.
Wow.
CJ.
I didn't know. Maybe you need.
Is he allowed to talk like this?
Maybe you need a day off tomorrow after working so hard today. You got a lot going on. Maybe you need a mental health day tomorrow. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Talk to the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu. Jeff, how you doing today, man?
Pretty good. How are you, Cliff?
Doing good, Jeff. Let's continue our discussion from last segment. Would you rather, Jeff, for your NFL team, have Jimmy Garoppolo or Derek Carr at quarterback?
I'd rather have Derek Carr at quarterback.
Would you rather have Derek Carr or Jalen Hurts at quarterback?
I would rather have Jalen Hurts, Clip.
Okay, because I'm a Washington fan. We got a Steelers fan. We got a Panthers fan in here, so we all need upgrades at quarterback. I was going to ask you, is Philly going to get involved in QBs this offseason, or is it kind of hey, Jalen, pretty good year this year. Let's see if you get better. You think they're sticking with Hurts next season?
Yeah, I do. I do think they're going to stick to Jalen Hurts. That's been really the talk around here. Now, look, I mean, they've done good over the years with developing quarterbacks, but I think at worst you give him another year. I think he played pretty well given the circumstances. They have a lot of needs throughout this team. I think they're quite happy with what they got out of Hurts. No, I don't think they're going to make a move. If this quarterback class is stronger, maybe.
Yeah.
I think unless they can get like an Aaron Rodgers type of player, I don't think they're going to make a move for a quarterback. But again, this team seems to surprise every year in the NFL draft, so who the hell knows?
Do you have a favorite in the draft, Jeff, when it comes to Pickett, Corral, Willis, Sam Howell, Carson Strong? Like, do you have a favorite out of the group?
I would say, to be honest, I think in the higher end group, I do like Corral.
Yeah.
I think he obviously plays in that system that, kind of works well in the NFL. Kind of has that feel of like of some of these young quarterbacks we've seen, whether it was Baker Mayfield or somebody like that. I'll tell you right now, I think a quarterback that's going to have some success late is Bailey Zappi. I got deep in the draft. I think he could be a good quarterback. He's kind of that system player. We'll see. But there's not a real great group of quarterbacks in this class. I would say Corral would be at the top of my list personally.
That's interesting because we've talked about him a lot, gambling-wise in college. Do you think, I haven't looked, Jeff, is Zappi going to get drafted? Is he going to be like a invited, walk-on to a team? What do you think his future is in the NFL?
Well, I mean, he went on to break records. Obviously, it was just 1 year. He's definitely got some ability and an elite understanding of offenses. But, he is part of one of those systems that they don't necessarily run in college. I guess some teams do run it. But he's a smart kid. He's got a lot of adeptness at quarterback. There obviously is the fact that he's only 6'1". Can he make every throw as you have to make in the NFL? What's the talent level? I mean, remember he was at Houston Baptist for a couple of years. He's very accurate, though. I kind of had him in that 4th or 5th round. I definitely think he gets drafted. I'd be blown away if he didn't. I also think his receiver, Jarrett Stearns, is going to be, from what I understand, he's had a great Senior Bowl week down in Alabama. So I think some of those kids at West Kentucky will be drafted, and I think some will make some differences.
Jeff Nadu joining us, talking a little draft. We'll have plenty of time to discuss that more as we get closer to it. But, Jeff, let's update this. So I'm excited. This is the first time I've had a future on a team that's in the Super Bowl. I usually don't even play these, but late December, I think it was like around week 15, 16, whatever, I jumped on the Rams, and I know that you've said since the outset of the playoffs they are the best team in the NFL. You also said last week you had a piece of the Bengals' future, I want to say. Now, that's for all just full disclosure. I think you had the Cowboys. So how many futures did you have on teams, Jeff? But you have the last two, right?
Yeah, I had the Cowboys, I have the Rams 15-1, and I have the Bengals 40-1.
Yeah, so you're in a pretty good spot here.
I'm in a great spot. It's the dream scenario as a handicapper. I don't have to bet anything. I'm going to make money either way. Obviously, the Bengals winning would be what I really want. But yeah, now I can just kind of sit back and put more money into like the props market and player things and stuff like that.
So if you're in a position like I am, or say somebody has the Bengals out there, I have the Rams. What do you recommend me do? I mean, do you take a little bit on the Bengals, like +4, to try to maybe double it? Do you stick with the Rams? Like, what do you do if you're in my situation?
I would, if I were in your situation, I would not touch the ticket.
Okay.
Keep in mind, if you want to lay the Rams, you got to lay 4. You don't have to lay anything.
Yeah.
You got them in a money line situation at what number?
It was. Let me look it up. Plus, I'll get to that in a moment.
Keep in mind, Clip, currently the money line on the LA Rams is what, 140-ish? I mean, you're in a great situation. I mean, the current money, it's even higher. It's 190.
I got it's plus 750 is what I got.
Yeah, so you're sitting in a terrific spot. Yeah. Futures, when it comes, like if you have a Bengals ticket, it really comes down to, I guess, how much do you have on the future? If I were betting a couple $100, I wouldn't be hedging. If I had, $10,000, maybe I'd consider hedging.
Right.
No, if I had the Rams, I believe they're going to win the game. I would be all over keeping that.
We'll talk more Super Bowl and get into some props. Big Man has the ability to find some very strange props. I still go back to that year that they showed John Bon Jovi in the owner's box, and you had that. You said that when the week before the Super Bowl on this show, and sure enough, they showed him up there, and you cashed that one. So we'll talk game, but also some weird props with Nadu coming up as we get closer to Super Bowl 56. Let's look at college hoops tonight. Speaking of futures, shout out to my man Chandler. So last year, Jeff, during the ACC tournament, we're here working at Pirate Radio during the afternoon. It was a Tuesday afternoon. We're like, let's take Miami. Let's just take Miami Hurricanes, so we'll have something to do. They won that game. We come back here the next Wednesday afternoon. Hey, let's jump on Miami again. Took them again. They won. We rode them again that Thursday. They lost but covered. So we had 3 straight fun days with the Hurricanes. So this was like a month ago. Chandler, you'd been winning. You had, and I was like, hey, let's play a future. And we said, hey, how about Miami again to win the ACC tournament? Still a long shot, but you got it at a great number. This was before they beat Duke, Carolina, and right now they're first place in the ACC. Now we're just watching to see if they can get a double bye and maybe make it easier. Yeah. But Jeff, just wanted to give a shout out to Chandler with a little foresight there, taking the U for a huge number.
Yeah, I think it's a great bet. Good for him for doing that. I really like this team as well. I've made some money recently betting on them, just in a betting role. They've been really good. Yeah, they're kind of the point of contention when we talk about these stupid, goofy rankings, like net rankings and rankings in general. I mean, they have Miami in the 60s, yet you have Texas 17th. Miami has one more quad 1 and quad 2 win than Texas does. It's just weird. But yeah, I like Miami a lot. They're well coached. Moore's been terrific. They seem to have a little luck involved too. I like them. I think they have as good a shot as anybody. They've already beaten Duke once. We'll see if they can do it when it matters most in the ACC tournament.
Jeff, let's start tonight in the Atlantic 10, and it is a down year for the Bonnie, St. Bonaventure. They're on the outside looking in to the NCAA tournament. In fact, I looked up Joe Lunardi bracketology. It's not the end-all, be-all, but it is a guide to go by. He's got Davidson as his only team, I believe, in the NCAA tournament right now, and would have them in as an automatic qualifier for winning the tournament. Davidson was ranked, but they lost to VCU. So tonight it's Davidson at St. Bonaventure. That's 7 o'clock CBS Sports Network, and the Bonnies are a home favorite. Is this just a down year overall in the A-10? Is everybody beating each other? What do you think about the A-10 in general, and then tonight's game, Bonnies taking on the Wildcats?
Yeah, I think it's just a disappointing year, man. I mean, St. Bonaventure I thought would be a lot better than they are. They've been kind of inconsistent. Richmond has seemingly just had no luck the last couple of years. VCU's kind of right on the bubble. I think they have as good a shot as anybody right now, really. I mean, Davidson's the only lock, but I think VCU, if they can take care of business here once more against maybe Bonaventure or Richmond or something, I think they're going to get into the tournament as an at-large. We'll see. I think Bonaventure ultimately finds their way in because they'll win this tournament. But yeah, it's been a down year. Dayton's down. Teams like that are down. So
Richmond, I mean, they're always kind of pesky. Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, there's definitely value in this conference if you can find it. But as far as this game's concerned, I kind of thought this. I mean, this total opened 140. It was bet down this morning to 135.5. I took a little over there. It's up to 136, even 137 in certain spots. Davidson's very efficient. They're one of the top 10 offensive efficiency teams in America. They can shoot better than really anybody. Fourth in the country in three-point percentage. They've got snipers everywhere. This is a St. Bonaventure team, Clip, that is going to give up a lot of three-point attempts. They're 14th worst in the country in three-point to field goal attempts. That's not considerably good when you face a team like Davidson. I think Bonaventure could score as well. One of the issues that McKillop's always had is, while his teams are very efficient, they're not very good defensively. Is the pace there in this game? No. But I kind of had this first to 70 wins. I think this over looks pretty decent here.
Big man on campus, Jeff Nadu joining us. Looking forward to that one coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. The headliners tonight in college basketball. I'll reel these three off real quick, see if you have any interest, Jeff, and then we'll go into what you like tonight. But Kansas at Iowa State, 7 o'clock on ESPN. Kansas, a narrow road favorite there. Auburn, the number one team in the country, takes on Alabama. Can the Tide, they tend to play to the level of their competition. Can they rise up away from home tonight against Auburn? And then you got Chris Beard and the Longhorns taking on his former team. Going to be a lot of energy in Lubbock tonight. Texas Tech is a home favorite against Texas. So those are kind of the three headliners tonight. Anything on those three games?
Yeah, I took a little Texas plus 4.5. This is a huge game, obviously off the court, but on the court as well. Texas really needs to continue to win basketball games. This will go a long way in kind of assuring that they find their way into the NCAA tournament. It's teacher against student, Chris Beard and Mark Adams. Mark worked under him when he was in Lubbock. Then he spurned the Lubbock crowd and went to Austin. This is going to be a wily atmosphere. This is going to be must-watch television with Beard and that crowd. It's going to be a great game. I think it's low scoring. You have two teams that defend their ass off. I think Texas, if I had to say, I think they're just a bit better offensively. I think they find a way to get a huge win here. I think the game's close nonetheless. I took the 4.5. As far as games that I'm looking at, I took St. John's tonight, minus 2.5 against Marquette. Game just doesn't make a lot of sense. St. John's has been super inconsistent. They're 11-8 and 3-5 in conference, yet they're a favorite tonight at home against a team that's lost once since Thanksgiving.
Providence, they're playing, right? You said Marquette. You were probably thinking of Shaka, but
sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. Providence should be a favorite here, and they're not. St. John's, I think, wins this game. I think they win it going away. I also played UNC tonight, minus 3.5 against Louisville. That's up to 4 now. I didn't understand this number, to be honest. Louisville just isn't very good. It doesn't matter that they got rid of Coach Mack. From what I understand, this team is not quite happy with some of the decisions made.
And one of their interim coaches sitting one of their guys, Jeff, you probably know the name, but one of their best players isn't playing for Louisville tonight too.
Yeah, keep in mind, exactly. Malik Williams, leading scorer. He's also their leading rebounder. Keep in perspective, Malik Williams is an elite rebounder, 16th in America. There are 5,000 Division I players. He's 16th in defensive rebounding percentage. That's a huge loss. He's also their biggest player. Against a team that has major heights in Carolina, this is a disgusting sit for Louisville. They cannot use this right now. I think UNC wins going away as well.
So it's a play against Louisville. Is it what's your take on North Carolina? We haven't really talked about them a lot, Jeff. Hubert Davis in year one, 15-6, 7-3 in the ACC. Are they just kind of good? Maybe there for a game or two in the tournament. Is it a team you could see making a run? What's your overall take on the Tar Heels this year?
Well, I like what they've done recently. They've been a bit better defensively. Held a couple opponents under 70 points. They're a great defensive rebounding team, which is a great way to end possessions defensively. I haven't been real impressed with their defense. I think they've been better lately. I like Caleb Love. He's played at a higher level. His turnover rate's a lot lower. Their turnover rate as a whole is a lot lower. You look at this year. In general, 54th in turnover rate. Last year they were 252nd. So they've made a massive move up offensively, and they've looked a lot better for it. Offensively, they've been more efficient. They've gotten more out of their front court than they did, and they've looked really good. I think they're a team that will be in the tournament. They're another team I don't think is a guarantee. They're kind of one of the last teams in. Yeah. They need to just continue to win games, and they need to avoid losing bad games here. I think Carolina's a good play, a good team. I think they're starting to get going at the right time.
Follow Jeff on Twitter. I enjoy following him because he talks about the non-blue bloods. He brings up schools and players' names that I'm unaware of. And we'll end it here, Jeff. I'm kind of putting you on the spot, so if we want to table this for Thursday, we can. But I want to kind of bring this up throughout February and early March. Who is a player that you want to see make the tournament so people can watch him play on the big stage that plays at a smaller school? You tweet about these guys all the time, so I want to. Does one name come to mind to mention today that plays for a smaller school that you want to see in the big dance this year?
Yeah, I would go. I'll just throw two out there. Hunter Maldonado out at Wyoming. This guy dropped 34 last night against Colorado State. A terrific player. That's a really good basketball team out there for Craig Smith. I really like the kid a lot. Just made some really nasty moves last night. The kick and shoot as well. I'd love to see them in the tournament. Also, a real small one, kid out of Patterson, New Jersey, Alex Morales. He's at Wagner College, who, by the way, Wagner College is killing it this year. They have been terrific in the NEC. He does everything. Turnover rate's low. Steal percentage is high. He gets to the line. He rebounds. He's good efficiently offensively. He's 40% from three. Just a five-tool guy. A kid that I think is going to take the Wagner Seahawks out of Staten Island to the NCAA tournament. Finally, something out of Staten Island that we can be proud of, Clip Brock. There are some disgusting people from that area. Most notably Rico Bosco, Sammy Gravano, just some bad people. But ultimately, Alex Morales is one good thing coming out of Wagner College. Go Seahawks.
Yeah, I hate that guys like Rico stained the good name of the Wu-Tang Clan and others that came out of Staten Island. Yes. It's a shame.
Well said. Well said.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Big man, great stuff today. We'll reconvene later this week. People can check out the Sit Down podcast. If you're into Mafia history, you can download that right now and also follow the big man on Twitter at Jeff Nadu. Big man, enjoyed the chat. We'll talk to you again soon.
Before I go, everyone that's watching on YouTube right now, make sure you subscribe to the Clip Brock and Pirate Radio YouTube channels, and also go subscribe to mine, The Sit Down. I put out great content on there as well. By the way, Clip, make sure you watch Texas Tech tonight. That's going to be incredible.
I'm in.
The atmosphere that'll be.
I was somewhat sold before you sold me on it, so yeah, I'll might even be going for the Longhorns in that one, Jeff. So appreciate that. Appreciate Western Kentucky last week. That was a fun one to follow.
You got it.
See you, man. All right, big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, joining us here on a Tuesday. And I wanted to ask him about the unsung heroes because that's what makes the tournament fun. In fact, last week, this name popped in my head at trivia. We were talking about some tournament stuff, but Ali Faroukmanesh. Is that before your time? Do you remember who he played for? Northern Iowa when they upset Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Ali Faroukmanesh was hitting crazy threes.
Okay.
But you think about Ron Hunter's son, R.J. Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're upset in the tournament. Who's a random tournament darling? Do y'all have one off the top of your head? Steph Curry was before he got famous.
Yeah, I just wouldn't call him random anymore.
Not anymore, but at the time he was somewhat random.
Yeah.
When he went on his tear.
One of the Wichita State guys, probably.
Landry Shamet was, well, he was
Ron Baker.
Ron Baker.
Yeah.
Maybe Van Vliet.
Sam Decker on that Wisconsin team in
Did you know he
2015.
went to LeBron James basketball camp? I feel like they said that like every commercial break.
Yeah.
He was good. He was really good. That's what it's all about, man. I can't wait for the tournament.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready to hear
Especially
that,
like
the theme music.
Back in different arenas and not all in one spot or with no fans.
Yeah.
Can't wait to find out where True TV is on my TV again.
Oh, God. Are we going to do that again, y'all? It's 2022. Just Google True TV. You can find it. It's not hard. CJ, you're not a 72-year-old woman.
Am I not allowed to just complain to complain?
All right, let's take a break.
We got big news out of the NFL. Adam Schefter.
Hold on. Let's save it because I don't have anything for next segment.
Okay.
I need a bridge segment to get to Igoe.
Well, we're about to get mad at Adam Schefter.
Oh, God. All right, we got huge news. I saw some NFL news, too. So we'll get to our news from the Breaking News Boys and have more for you here on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Burgers, wings, hand-cut, hand-breaded chicken tenders, fresh salads, and cold beer is the starting lineup at Tiebreakers and has been keeping customers happy for 20 years. Tiebreakers family atmosphere is the perfect place to come watch your favorite team play while enjoying a great lunch or dinner. In a hurry or looking for catering options? Get Tiebreakers to go. That now includes the new curbside pickup by ordering online at tiebreakersnc.com. Tiebreakers.
Hey, this is Troy D, proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulp of Mexico, a huge 46-ounce lime margarita for only $6.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville, and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half-gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
It's bow time. We think a chicken sandwich this good should speak for itself. But when you're talking juicy, hand-breaded, and boldly seasoned chicken breasts, piled up with thick-cut pickles and creamy mayo all on a buttery toasted bun, well, we are happy to say it again and again and again. Bo's Chicken Sandwich, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
If you like the look
If you like the style, you'll love it for less at Bostic Sugg Furniture. We make it so easy to bring style and beauty to every room in your home. And today, get store-wide savings on brands you love with hundreds in stock and ready for you. Pamper yourself on a new Serta Arctic mattress and get 2 free Arctic pillows. Plus, 48-month special financing with no minimum purchase. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
University PC Care has been busier than ever repairing personal PC and Mac computers and iPhones during this pandemic. And we thank you for your support. Now, with everyone streaming and doing work from school and home, you may have discovered that your home Wi-Fi just isn't cutting it. It may be time to upgrade your home network, and University PC Care can help. To make a network assessment appointment and discover upgrade options that fit your home, go to talktowilliam.com or learn more at universitypccare.com.
The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has something for everyone, like New York-style pizza, lasagna, chicken, veal, or eggplant parmesan, homemade meatballs, plus a variety of seafood selections and favorites, like the steak burger and southern pork chop. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local, print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio for 18 years. Now let's head back into the show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right. Wild day in the world of sports. Some crazy stories come out. Stephen Igoe is our bridge segment to get to Stephen Igoe. Stephen, welcome to the show.
I am the bridge segment.
You are the bridge.
I just like coming in here talking about non-ECU things, honestly, because it's a break from my real job.
We've been doing a lot of NFL quarterback talk today. We'll bring you in those discussions. I want to get your take on it. But first, let's go to the breaking news, boys. Chandler, you said you had a story. What about a story?
What about a story?
What's your story? Morning Glory.
From Adam.
Whose album was that?
Who was Stank?
No.
Dang it.
What's the story, Morning Glory? I think that's what it was called. Nobody? Shirley?
I have no idea.
She says Wallflowers.
Nah, I'm thinking Oasis.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead, Chandler.
From Adam Schefter, former Miami head coach Brian Flores is suing the NFL, the Giants, the Dolphins, and the Broncos for alleged racism in hiring, and he includes text from Patriots head coach Bill Belichick in the suit as evidence. Lawsuit filed in Manhattan federal court seeking unspecified damages from the NFL. So that coming out of the NFL just moments ago.
Okay, so a lot to unpack here. The first thing I saw was he was suing the NFL and the Giants because of racism in the hiring process. And the reason he was doing that is because allegedly, and you can see these on social media, there are texts from Bill Belichick to Brian Flores congratulating him on the Giants job.
So awkward.
Now, Bill Belichick allegedly, if these texts are to believed to be true, it was a wrong person, a wrong number text.
It was the wrong Brian.
He was sending that. He thought he was sending it to Brian Daboll, saying congrats on landing the Giants job. And Brian Flores, if these texts are true, is saying, what are you talking about, Giants? And
my interview's tomorrow.
He said he had an interview coming up. And Belichick said, I hear that you are the guy. Hope it works out for you if you want it. And Flores is still talking to Belichick like Belichick thinks he's talking to Flores. And is like, thanks, I think I have a shot at it. And then there is a text that says, Coach, are you talking to Brian Flores or Brian Daboll? Just making sure. And then, if this is believed to be true, Belichick says, sorry, I bleeped this up. I double checked and I misread the text. I think they were naming Dayball. I'm sorry about that. BB.
Thanks, Bill.
And his last text is thanks, Bill. So I guess what Flores is saying is they already had their guy in Dayball, and then they're bringing him in just to appease the Rooney Rule. I think that is why.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
That's what he's saying. Now, where do the Broncos and Dolphins and everybody else come in to play? I'm not sure.
The Dolphins, I can tell you. Supposedly, Steve Ross, who is the owner of the Dolphins, supposedly told...
This can't be real.
It's in
Flores.
in the lawsuit.
Yes, it's written in the lawsuit that supposedly he told Flores that in 2019 he'd pay him $100,000 for every loss. For every loss, so that they could improve their draft position.
If this is true...
Oh,
I feel like
better.
I am an attorney now. I have to say, like, alleged, and if this is true.
Right.
He is paying a coach bonuses to tank to get a better pick.
Exactly.
If this is true.
Exactly. So, and which kind of almost validated my theory, because I thought they were tanking, and I was trying to figure out why, and this is getting kind of interesting. So, now, according to Flores, he started to win a few games, and the owner basically got ticked, and he basically got, for lack of a better term, the owner basically turned his back on him.
Well,
now,
there
is another part to this story, and it has to do with, they named it in the lawsuit as a prominent quarterback. Well, who was the one that was rumored to supposedly be coming to Miami?
Deshaun Watson?
Exactly. Well, according to Flores' lawsuit, Ross wanted Flores to bring in Deshaun Watson in violation of the league's tampering rules. And Flores refused. And then in 2020, Ross invited Flores to a lunch on his yacht, or on a yacht. I don't think it's his yacht, but a yacht. And while they were there, conveniently, he told him a few minutes after he arrived that this prominent quarterback was conveniently in the marina, would be stopping by for lunch. And Flores was like, see ya, I'm bouncing. He refused to meet with this said prominent quarterback and left. And that pretty much put Flores on the bleep list of Steve Ross.
This is crazy.
Whole thing is
now,
crazy.
if this is all true, if this somehow is substantiated by whatever evidence Flores has, holy cow, the Dolphins are in trouble.
Well, if it sounds like Flores has sour grapes, and maybe for good reason, which is why he is dropping all this stuff out there to everyone.
Well, my thing is, like, all this, if it's true, is bad, but, like, what does that have to do with the alleged racism in the hiring process? Outside of maybe the Rooney Rule.
The Giants were bringing them in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that those types of deals are done regardless of what color the coach is. I mean,
maybe you're right.
The Broncos hired Vance Joseph. He was going to be the guy, and they brought in other people to interview him. So,
if there's a rule in place, again, he's got sour grapes. He's trying to take down everyone. So
clearly, I still want to know what the Broncos.
I don't understand where the Broncos come in.
Well, I do know that part of the lawsuit included pictures of the owners and the coaches, and said, "Look at this." And I guess to help substantiate his claim that there is racism in the NFL, that there are no African American owners. And there's only one out of the 32 coaches that is African American.
So he's just burning the whole thing down here.
I definitely think
this is basically career suicide at this point.
I think it is ridiculous, though, for a coach of his success to not have landed.
I think it's
a head
crazy
coaching job, but unless he just has a personality that is completely abrasive, which some of this stuff. Maybe he's reached a breaking point where he's like, I don't care anymore. We'll just go all
he's going to get blackballed from the NFL. But the Dolphins, if Ross really did all this stuff, that's a whole nother. That's even bigger. I think
he's opened up all these cans of worms. Even with the racism allegations. In addition to that,
but an owner paying a coach to lose. Like,
that's
huge. That's what we need on Daniel Snyder. Stuff like that. JP Finley, who covers Washington, says, guess what won't be the biggest story in the NFL tomorrow? A new name in Washington. I mean, the NFL is king and always is going to be king, because on the Pro Bowl week, where we have no games, no Super Bowl, we just are going to talk about it nonstop. We've talked about the NFL this entire show, and it's been about crappy quarterbacks that we hope to get. And now all this crap is coming out. Holy moly. So I'm fascinated to see what's next here. And this,
I don't even know what you can say.
This Dolphins guy, first of all,
that guy's a train wreck. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's the same guy that said that he was not going to
take Jim Harbaugh away.
He didn't
want to be the one to take Jim Harbaugh away and ruin Michigan football.
Yeah. I mean, how idiotic is that?
Man, this stinks, though, because now Snyder's not going to be looked at as the worst owner, which I hate. This guy needs to get his act together fast.
Yeah, because that means Snyder will get to stay longer, and that just drives Clip nuts.
Maybe Snyder will buy the Broncos. Aren't they for sale?
All right, stay away, please. They were officially put on sale today.
Oh, man. This is wild. So all this is coming out as we speak right now. All right, well, there's our bridge segment. When we return, we'll get to Stephen Igoe, hoist the colors.
I have nothing to say.
We will talk eventually some Pirate athletics, but want to continue the NFL discussion with Igoe. And if you'd like to chime in, you can do so. Who do you think the next quarterback is in Tampa Bay? Asked Richard. We'll talk about that and more when we return on Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday after this.
Zero % alcohol, 0 grams of sugar, full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero. 0 alcohol, 0 compromise.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m., with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
This is Dr. Phil Perdue with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. My colleagues and I recognize how difficult this time is for everyone in our community. We continue to see patients during the week while taking precautions to keep everyone safe. Our extended care clinic is now open on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., so you can avoid the emergency department for your urgent orthopedic care. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the new Papa John's New York Style Pizza is a MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Pirate Radio.
We'll strap it on with anybody, anywhere. It doesn't matter. I know this. I want to win or lose with the group that we have in our locker room.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. From Sales to Service, Greenville Auto World has all of your vehicle needs covered. You can shop all of their inventory now at greenvilleautoworld.net. If you're also looking for someone to service your vehicle, they have a full service and repair facility. They do brakes, oil changes, tires, inspections, and repair any kind of vehicle. Greenville Auto World, across from Speedway at Bells Fork and online at greenvilleautoworld.net. Thanks to Tim Sutton and Jim Rogers for their sponsorship of the program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Baron.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2 of Pirate Radio Live here. Coming up later on, we'll get a Temple scouting report. We've already seen them once this season. But we'll talk to Ryan Wallen from Al's Daily 24/7 Sports, the Igoe of Temple. What are you chuckling at?
I figured out the reason Flores is suing the Broncos.
All right, so if you're just tuning in, there's a lot going on in the NFL right now. Why is Brian Flores suing the Broncos along with the Dolphins, NFL, and Giants?
This was written in the lawsuit, quote, incredibly, this was not Mr. Flores' first sham interview that was held only in an effort to comply with the Rooney Rule. Indeed, in 2019, Mr. Flores was scheduled to interview with the Denver Broncos. However, the Broncos' then general manager, John Elway, president and CEO Joe Ellis, and others showed up an hour late to the interview. They look completely disheveled, I guess disinterested.
Disheveled?
I don't know, yeah, disheveled. And it was obvious they had been drinking heavily the night before. It was clear from the substance of the interview that Mr. Flores was interviewed only because of the Rooney Rule and that the Broncos never had any intention to consider him a legitimate candidate for the job. Vic Fangio, a white man, was hired to be the head coach of the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, that could be circumstantial evidence there. I don't know. But the bottom line is Brian Flores is pissed off.
Going after everybody.
And he is trying to take down everyone and everything. My only disappointment in this whole thing is Dan Snyder in Washington is not anywhere involved. We got to have Brian Flores go after Washington, please. So, yeah, if you're just tuning in, the allegations here, I'm most interested in this Dolphins thing and if Stephen Ross, the owner, actually offered his head coach bonuses to lose games to get a better pick. That would be nuts if that were the case. Also, if Brian Flores had all this on the Dolphins, you would think that they would have just kept him around so he'd keep his mouth shut. Like, I'm fascinated by all this. You compared it during the break to Succession, where I don't know if there's any like good guys in here.
Right.
Everybody's mad. Everybody's going after everyone, and it's crazy that one reason this is out is because of Bill Belichick accidentally texting Flores, thinking he was talking to Brian Daboll.
Allegedly.
Which, there's too many Brians in the world.
Clearly.
Let's have some different names. Throw in a Chandler or a Clip in the mix. Stephen, kind of a common name. And I'm also concerned, what if I thought I was texting Stephen Igoe, but I was really texting Stephen Ross? That could
easily happen
in the middle of all this.
I mean,
stuff.
that's when you have to trust your iPhone and the initials at the top. You should know that BF is different from BD.
True.
Brian Dayball, Brian Flores.
Very different. So, holy moly, all that's going on right now. Stephen, before we get too far into this, I would like to extend an offer to you to be a part of the Pirate Radio Watch Along coming up this Saturday, 2 o'clock ECU.
You've already extended the offer, but I appreciate the re-offer.
When did I extend the offer? A while back?
Last week.
Okay.
Or the week before.
Clearly, you didn't say yes, or I wouldn't have to extend the offer again. So, Chandler's over there showing how much he would like for you to be a part of this.
Well, the person or the child we should ask is Slater Igoe.
S.I.
Yes, Slater Igoe. So this Saturday, I haven't even made up a answer yet.
Here we go.
We are getting
made up an answer. That's an interesting way to put it, Steven.
Gotcha. I'm suing
Saturday
you.
at 11 a.m. we are having family pictures being done.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I know how big of a deal that is.
That is a big deal.
For the wife.
And it's been postponed twice.
Oh, this is the one with like Scott, like the whole
Scott,
family.
Grandma's coming.
Oh my goodness.
So then we're getting together for lunch afterward at my parents' house.
All right.
It depends on how long lunch takes at my parents'.
How long does a lunch take?
I'm spending time with my grandmother who's coming to town. If I can get away at 1:30, 1:45, then I will come for the watch along.
You can bring Grandma.
Grandma Igoe would not approve of the language.
Weaver has brought memes.
Yeah.
Mimi.
During football season, she would sit in here.
They just kind of puts her in the corner.
Like 2.5, yeah, literally 2.5 hours of a post-game show. She sits in the corner. We can do the same thing with your grandma.
Nobody puts Mimi in the corner.
My grandma does not want to do that. I'm just going to tell you.
All right. Well, Igoe, we hope that your lunch will go well.
We're getting takeout, so hopefully takeout's on time, no delays. The pictures go smooth.
And you don't have to show up right on time. I mean,
yeah, I might show up halfway through.
Let's say even if Igoe wanted to come, which he doesn't.
I actually do want to come.
There's no way all that's going to happen in that amount of
I have
time.
an idea, Clip.
Troy D, what's your idea?
Him an automatic seat on the sug boat if he showed up.
Wow.
No way.
A, that's not going to happen. B, Igoe doesn't want to be on the sug boat.
Make him say it on record.
I've never said I don't want to be on the tugboat. I don't deserve to be on the tugboat.
I'm pretty sure you've said you don't want to be on the tugboat.
I probably have.
Yeah.
Just to get in your car.
I mean, you're right.
If that was an offer on the table, I mean, that's the one you can't turn down.
Yeah, but you just said you have to do all this stuff with your family. Family.
We're getting family photos.
I'm here with my family.
Are you going to be dancing around Grandma like Brian Kelly?
Yep. We're going to have the pirouette camera going around.
I mean, is there anything I could do to sweeten the deal to make you get away from Grandma?
Any food?
Tiebreakers.
Okay, so I can have that for dessert. But I mean, I'll need a refresh. Let's say I eat lunch at 12.
We're talking like 2, 3
Yeah,
o'clock.
I can eat tiebreakers as a snack. 2:30.
The offer is sweet. The offer is
it's actually hard to turn down.
It's a great offer.
To be quite honest, I want to watch the game with you guys. That way I don't have to be at the house with the baby.
But
why would I not want to be here?
I wonder what Slater would have to say about that.
That's harsh.
Slater, we tried to watch a game the other night and he just fell asleep and
he said down.
Was he watching ECU?
Yes.
Okay, well that makes sense. I can understand that.
The Memphis game was pretty tough to watch.
The offer's out there. I feel like it's a good offer. I kind of feel like you do want to be a part of it, but if you got to do all that, I'm thinking you're going to be a no-go for Saturday.
We'll see. You know, I'm on my official visit right now, and I got to go back and talk it over with my family before I come to a final.
Family.
What we're going to do is we're going to bring you in for an interview on Friday, but we're already going to have we're already going to have a guest.
Yeah, we got a much
lined
bigger
up.
name showing up. Redbeard says he isn't going to make it. Yeah,
Redbeard's not going to make it?
No, you aren't going to make it.
If Redbeard comes, I'll be here.
Tom Brady retired today.
I mean, that's old news, though.
It is.
That is old news.
I want to talk to you about that. You're probably not the best person to talk about it because you're kind of biased, but I want to get your take on my take that the hate on Adam Schefter is weird to me.
Stupid.
Yeah, okay. We'll talk about that after the break. Let's take a time out. We'll come back. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live will make you a winner and have a lot more. Why is Jeep Wade on my photo feed?
Green Wave, man. Tulane's still in every former ECU employee. Scotty Montgomery's going to show up there soon.
Where's Troy at?
Troy at the beach.
Troy at the beach. Jeep Wade was, you can attest to this, Igoe. He was the man.
He still is the man. He's still alive.
Very good point.
Has he lost his voice? Because I feel like it was going out when he was here at ECU.
He's doing all sign language coaching now.
Yeah.
We will talk to former play-by-play voice of the Tulane Green Wave, Todd Graffinini, coming up on Friday. He'll join us live from Denver. We'll get his take on the Joker. So looking forward to talking to Graf coming up on Friday. We'll take a time out, come back, have more for you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Cadillac. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 Cadillac CT5 and save up to $1,500 off. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom with Team Coop Strong. We want to invite you to the Coop Strong race on March 19th. This unique race has a 4-mile course, a ruck division, and an awesome after party. Proceeds support the local nonprofit Coop Strong, which provides financial support for those fighting ALS, scholarships in memory of Dr. Nelson Cooper, and funding for ALS research. You can sign up at runtheeast.com and follow Coop Strong on Facebook for all of the details. As always, we appreciate your support, and go Pirates!
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Gloria, what is cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy is when your body is exposed to extremely cold but therapeutic temperatures for several minutes. It has many benefits, including decreased pain, decreased inflammation, increased energy, and improved overall wellness. That's why at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we offer a wide variety of services, including cryotherapy. So whether you're an athlete or whether you just want to give your health a boost, cryotherapy will help to ensure that you're feeling great and living well. So come chill with us and you'll be back for more.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
In a world of fake profiles, fake tans, and fake flavors, naturally flavored Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer strives for realness. It's USDA certified organic, with no sugar or carbs, and only 80 calories. So the only thing touching your taste buds is organic, refreshing, and delicious. Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. As real as it tastes. Enjoy responsibly. Not a low-calorie food. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. IRC Beer. St. Louis, Missouri 63118.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
At Union Bank, we understand you live life on the go. That's why our banking options are designed to serve you, wherever you are. If you want to meet us in person at one of our local branches, complete banking tasks on the go from the mobile app, or bank from your office with convenient remote deposit and cash management services, we're everywhere you need us to be. Whether you're simply managing a busy schedule or an entire business, we're right there with you with personalized service and helpful tools. Call or visit us online at unionbanknc.com. Union Bank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Angel Oak, they continue to make customer service a number one priority. A local mortgage advisor is the key to your transaction success. The combination of their local team's experience and their wide offerings of products from standard, conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for every financial situation. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Thank you, Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer, Chandler Honeycutt. Stephen Igoe here on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Got Ryan Wallen coming up later on to talk some Temple hoops as they'll be in Minges. That was a fun one last time Temple and East Carolina got together. Fun until the end when Damian Dunn hit an absolute dagger at the horn, giving Temple the win. Stephen Igoe Hoist the Colors has an article up that I have not read. What was it? 5 things ECU can do to right the ship this basketball season. 5 things ECU can do to get back on track.
There was like 10 things that came to mind, but I wrote about 5.
Okay. This is for the poor folks, non-VIP.
Listen, man, we cater to all audiences. Whether you want to pay for the VIP info or just read some solid free content and deal with the ads is up to you.
By the way, you're one of the bad guys. You're one of the shefters, reporting things before they are announced. Real quick, I'll reiterate my stance on it. If you are upset with what Adam Schefter did, then are you upset with him breaking news about free agency, coaching hires, coaching firings, trades? Like, if you think his job shouldn't be a thing, then okay. You just don't like anything that he reports. But he reports all these things before the team announces them. That's what he does. I just don't understand why people were so upset that he announced Tom Brady was retiring before Tom Brady could announce that he was retiring. I don't understand the hatred.
Yeah, I don't get it. That's his job. That's why ESPN pays him however much they pay him to be the first to break that news. Same thing Ian Rappaport does. If he would have had the news first, he would have broke it. I mean, we
like it come free agency, right? When we want to know immediately what's going to happen instead of having to wait 4 days for the teams to announce, here's who we got.
Yeah, I mean, that's his job. So, like, why would he not do his job to the best of his ability? And, I mean, he would not have reported that story knowing Adam Schefter's reputation if he wasn't 110% sure that Tom Brady was retiring. I mean, you don't put – that's basically – it's like Michael Jordan retiring. You don't put that information out there unless you are 110% certain. And so, as a reporter, I don't have a problem with it. It's his right, and it's his job. I mean, so I don't see what the big upheaval is about it at all.
All right. Anyway, moving on from that. If you disagree, you can chime in. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. All right, let's talk Pirate Hoops real quick. I'm reading over your list of things. That's probably not going to happen. That could happen. That could happen. That may or may not happen. That's definitely not going to happen. So, like,
number 5 for sure.
3 out of your 5 things aren't going to happen.
Well, number 1 I think is more likely to happen than number 2.
Number
Because
one,
ECU shot the ball pretty well earlier in the year.
Number one, break the shooting slump.
Number two, create more dribble drive penetration. You're either a driver or a shooter.
Or a passenger.
And ECU has a lot of passengers and a lot of shooters, not many drivers.
Well, I asked Joe Dooley yesterday why the uptick on turnovers for Tristan Newton. He said it could be a number of things. You know, first of all, poor decisions on his part, Tristan Newton's part. Playing better teams defensively. Playing a team for a second time, too, could be a factor for it. But whatever it is, we have not seen this level of turnovers really ever for Tristan Newton, have we?
No, not at all. I mean, he's turned it over, I think, 6.
He had 6 last game.
6 and 4 or 5 the last 3 games. Now, I think part of that is he has to do something because nobody else is doing anything. Like, nobody's getting into the paint. It's just, I've never seen a team throw the ball around the perimeter and pump fake as much as ECU has over this stretch. Just like guys at times are afraid to shoot, guys are afraid to dribble. The only 2 guys that consistently try and dribble drive are RJ Felton and Tristan Newton.
True.
They got to get Tremont back going downhill. I mean, there are times in the past where he's looked great off the dribble, and then other games he just doesn't, for whatever reason, feel comfortable doing it. But the problem is, outside of those 3 guys, JJ is not a dribbler. I mean, he just doesn't have a great handle. You know, Suggs could do it somewhat. He's out, but he still was not a great dribble drive guy.
He's more of if he's dribbling, he's looking to finish rather than kick it out.
Vance is a shooter for the most part, even though he's been trying to do some more lately.
I want to talk about Javon Small. He is a head-faking machine. I saw him into the Memphis game. Pirates are down 15. About a minute or 2 left on the clock. Somebody kicks it out to him. He immediately catches the ball, shoots a 3 with confidence, buries it. It's because at that point of the game, I think it's pretty much over, and he can do it just on instinct, playing like the good basketball player that he is. I feel like at times he's probably still nervous, I guess. He's a freshman. But I think he's one of these guys that could do this if he just plays with confidence and plays like he probably played in high school where he knew he was the man, you know?
I think he is a guy that I think we saw it the first game he really played. I can't remember if it was Temple or...
Well, the game Suggs was really bad. He played a lot against Cincinnati in the second half.
It was at Cincinnati where he got some dribble drive penetration going and had a few assists, and they just need somebody to create off the bounce. I mean, because they actually are shooting the ball pretty well this year. I know that sounds stupid to say based off the past 3 games, but if you look at their shooting percentages going into that stretch, they were near the top of the conference. They've missed too many open threes over the last couple games, but I still feel like the majority of the problems have been from they just haven't been able to create enough space or flow offensively because it's just pass the ball around the perimeter or drive in with the shot clock going down, throw up a prayer, hope to get fouled. Like, Tristan Newton getting to the line has been about their only offense at times. Unless Vance is hitting a 3 or they're doing something, they've got very little production from Frank and Brandon Johnson on a consistent basis. Although I do think the upcoming matchups will favor those guys more than the last few games.
Yeah, we got Temple Wednesday night. Remember the first half against Temple when East Carolina looked like the best team we'd ever seen for ECU? Yeah. I mean, they looked like the far superior team to Temple that day and were playing with confidence. They were getting in transition scoring. Everything just looked so fluid. We got to recreate that. I mean, I guess you could say they looked that way against UCF in the first half here at home. But Temple specifically, the opponent Wednesday night, they have shown for 20 minutes that they were a lot better than Temple then. We saw it all slip away. Damian Dunn takes over. It's, whatever. History is written. But they've shown that they can play well against this Temple team. You just hope they can bring that back on Wednesday night.
And they have historically played well against Temple at home. They've never won up in Philly, but this is a stretch of games where, again, no games in the American are easy, but they're winnable in terms of you have Temple at home, at Tulane, at Tulsa. So you've got 3 games in a row where you have a chance to win. The problem is 2 of them are on the road. Temple's playing well, but at some point you got to get a road win or 2 to make up for some of these home losses. You're now down 2 games at home in conference. if you want to start making some hay in the conference standings, which I think is the fairest way to evaluate the trajectory of the program, you got to win some road games.
Yesterday we played Guess the Line. I said Temple 2.5. Chandler, you were at what, 3, 4, 4? Did you guess, CJ? 3? What do you got?
What's can you pull up Temple's schedule for the last couple games?
Yep.
I nailed that Memphis line, by the way.
We gave you credit for it. We are credit givers around here. Temple lost by 8 to SMU. They beat Cincinnati by 3 at home. And they were off for a little while. Before that, they beat Tulsa by 5, and then it dates back to ECU's 3-point loss. So a 5-point win on the road at Tulsa, 2 postponements, a 3-point win against Cincinnati, and then a 8-point loss on the road to what appears to be a really good SMU team.
Go Temple -1.
Okay, so we're
on that.
We're all saying Temple's a favorite, but
very slim.
It's going to be basically.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was close to a pick 'em, but I think it will be Temple by a little bit.
I like the Pirates to win on Wednesday night, break this losing streak. When do we play SMU?
In a couple weeks. They only play ECU plays SMU at home, and that's it.
Okay,
and that will also be a W.
Do we play Wichita State this year?
At Wichita State in the finale. Remember the first game got postponed?
This is kind of good for us, Steven, because our upset prediction was Wichita State. And now I'm not making another upset prediction. That was my one for the year. That would have happened, but it's not going to be played. So I'm going to – that didn't count as a W, but it's not a loss.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a W.
Yeah.
If you're not losing, you're winning.
So we're carrying that over into 2023. Way to go. Or 2022. What year is it?
It's 22. Technically 2022-23. Like, because
that's what I meant. Yeah, 23.
22-23. Remember, it's a season.
I know. And we play conference games in 23.
There's always a game at the end of
my upset's going to be in 2023.
Well, this year's upset was actually going to be in 2021.
Be in December.
You remember? So technically, we haven't picked an upset for 22 yet.
That's my upset for this season. It didn't happen. Although, Steven, if we play Wichita State in the tournament, which the way these teams are, I don't think is physically possible.
They're both finishing at the bottom right now.
You know what? Is it time to look ahead to the tournament and see who ECU would play?
Yes.
It's February, right?
There's only 9 conference games left at least. I mean, it's never too early.
I printed off my tickets from my dad today, my dad's tickets. There's only 4 home games left. Is that right?
That is correct.
Man, time is dwindling.
Because they lost the Wichita game that they should have won.
that we're counting as a W. Even though I wish it was Wichita State's issue so we could count it as a forfeit win. But unfortunately, it was ECU's issues, right? Do you know the format, Igoe? Who gets buys and all that stuff? Do you know that, or do I have to look it up?
I have no idea, man.
2022 AAC basketball tournament. Let's see if they give me I hate when it pops up ACC.
How annoying is that? At least it doesn't go. It used to go.
Come on, Oresco.
When you do AAC standings, it goes, did you mean ACC standings? Like, what a big slap in the face that is.
I know, it sucks. All right, so, okay, here's what we need. I got the info. So, East Carolina. So, who gets buys?
The
only number 1 and
4 seed, right?
Well, this is weird.
No, the first 5 seeds. Looks like. Yep, because number 4 and number 5 play each other.
Jeez Louise.
So ECU still has a shot at a first round bye.
No, they don't.
There are only 2 or 3 teams.
If they beat Temple tomorrow night, the Pirates still have a shot at a first round bye. This is a huge game all of a sudden.
And it's huge for my Miami Hurricanes, too. If that's the case in the ACC.
Did you mean AAC standings?
Do you think we're Google?
Because you've been saying, like, you better hope that Miami gets into the...
I know, but they do it different. This is a different conference.
I mean, this game on Wednesday...
Focus, man. We're talking about...
I thought you meant ACC, not AAC.
This is ECU trying to get a first-round bye.
Dude, I'm telling you right now...
This is huge.
this game Wednesday, this stretch of games, ECU could vault themselves into a first-round bye territory.
Okay.
Look at the standings, man.
I am.
6.
The teams in front of them have all beaten East Carolina.
Except for Tulane. Let's say you get a win tomorrow and Temple. You beat Temple, you beat Tulane. All of a sudden, you're creeping up. Then you have Tulsa.
4 and 6. Basically, right now, Temple's 4 and 3. They have the 5th seed.
Tulane is
so if they could
6 and 3.
Win the next 2, that would get them closer. Bump Temple down,
and then you go to Tulsa.
Yeah.
You still got South Florida twice.
All right, folks, we're looking at a potential first round bye. But right now, where we sit right now, East Carolina is 2, 4, 6, 8th in the standings.
8-9, baby.
That would put us in the 8-9 game against Wichita State, which is exactly what I was saying. If we played them in the tournament, my upset prediction will carry over to that game. I'm not counting the one on the road, but I'll say neutral site, we could beat the Shockers.
You know, the one team that I would not want to see in the first round of the AC tournament is Wichita State.
Oh, give me a break.
Yeah, they're stacked. They have no
stacked.
They have no business being where they are, man. They got Dexter, Dennis, ETN, and the big guy. I don't know how they're as bad as they are. It's a joke, but they're going to turn it on in the conference tournament. I guarantee you. They had the Player of the Year and 2 upperclassmen who are studs.
Well, we got to get that bye then.
Exactly.
If East Carolina were to win that game, they would play Houston. All right, we got to get out of the 8-9 game.
Yes.
At all costs.
Wichita State is going to win some games. I mean, they're not going to go 1-5.
We got to get to 7 or 10.
You know, ECU is going
which 7 and 10 then play each other. So
and then you have a winnable game against SMU.
A winnable game. SMU, the most disrespected team in the country.
Not in the tournament. What if you get here's the crazy theory. What if you get a W in the 7-10 game and then face Tulane, the 2nd seed?
I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
And then you face SMU, the 3rd seed, and then you take on Houston in the championship game.
So East Carolina... this is so weird to me, though. So if East Carolina would get the 5 seed, they wouldn't play until Thursday. Instead, they wouldn't play Tuesday or Wednesday. They would play Thursday, right?
According to Wikipedia, which is always correct.
That's true. We're basing this off that. So, yeah,
it is. Something doesn't seem right. I guess if you win Thursday, you only would need to win 3 games in a row if you get a first round bye to make the tournament.
Yeah.
So the Pirates are potentially 3 wins away from March Madness.
Everybody following? Chandler's giving up on this segment. Nobody else is paying attention. I love looking at stuff like that. I love brackets, man. You know me.
Last year we were I was messaging the AAC director of communications trying to figure out, hey, if ECU wins the final 2, can they get into the 7-10 game?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then they just lost both games and then lost in the tournament because they couldn't hit a shot.
Ken Palm says the Pirates win 68-67 Wednesday night.
Can we not have another 1-point game? Can we just have a a comfortable 5-point ECU victory?
Johnny is asking what has kept Reyes off the court, especially with injuries to Suggs and JJ.
My guess is, and I haven't talked to Dooley about this or any of the coaches, but he can shoot it watching the pregame warm-ups, so I would assume physicality and defense and just understanding those aspects of the game right now, because the American is a big boy league. You look at the young guys who are playing for ECU, they're all pretty well built, whereas Reyes probably needs to add some strength, but he was always recruited as a shooter, and also, with Vance kind of fulfilling that role, with Vance playing, I don't know if you can have 2 guys like that on the court at the same time.
This pisses me off even more now that I know there's 5 teams that get a seed. You win up in Temple, you knock off UCF, you're right there at it. Yeah.
ECU could be looking at
God
in that large bid.
Mike says, I don't think any of this happens for ECU basketball if Igoe doesn't come to the watch-along. I mean,
that's true.
One thing leads to another. We
have had a lot of success with ECU basketball at Tulane watch-alongs. And by a lot of success, I remember one time that it worked.
TV in the corner, ECU knocked off one of the Florida schools. Zach Maskovich was here. Is that what you're talking about?
I just remember Tulane. It was against Tulane.
Oh, Tulane?
Yeah, because Tyree Jackson broke his shooting spell.
Football question. Do we have a spring practice start date? Do we have a spring game date, Stephen?
Not officially released, so I don't know the dates on that.
Wait, is this like a Brady situation where you have the news?
I would assume that tentatively that the football staff has drawn up their entire winter, spring, or is working on it, but they have not finalized it yet for publishing.
Okay, since you're not going to be here Saturday, can you hang around one more segment?
Yeah, I don't have anything to do.
All right, one more segment with Igoe. We'll talk more NFL unless you have more ECU questions. Or we could go down the entire bracket again. That was fun. And we need to make somebody a winner. You want to do that now, Shirley? Or next segment? Let's do it now. Booty bag. Open it up.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
317-1250. What are we giving away today?
What did we give away yesterday? Shrimp taco lunch?
Shrimp taco.
Let's do lunch for two at Tiebreakers.
All right. We'll be eating some Tiebreakers on Saturday. Sounds good. You can be a winner. What caller?
9.
Caller 9 sounds fine. 317-1250. More to go on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has something for everyone, like New York-style pizza, lasagna, chicken, veal, or eggplant parmesan, homemade meatballs, plus a variety of seafood selections and favorites, like the steak burger and southern pork chop. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
At Union Bank, we understand you live life on the go. That's why our banking options are designed to serve you, wherever you are. If you want to meet us in person at one of our local branches, complete banking tasks on the go from the mobile app, or bank from your office with convenient remote deposit and cash management services, we're everywhere you need us to be. Whether you're simply managing a busy schedule or an entire business, we're right there with you with personalized service and helpful tools. Call or visit us online at UnionBankNC.com. Union Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We paid how much for those lessons?
Shh, she's doing great.
Oh yeah, totally. Can you pass me a Pepsi Zero Sugar? Great job, honey! Oh, look at that. That's not the end.
No way. Now it's time for the encore.
You know what? You're right. 5 times? Not enough times.
For everyone who traded in rock concerts for their kids' recitals, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Here is your ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Wanna watch the game? Ooh, little sports ball on a Sunday afternoon. Don't mind if I do. Hey, did we win? It sounds like we won.
It's still the first quarter.
I must be lucky. People say that about me. Tough break on that free throw there. Shouldn't be doing that.
Dude, we're watching football. Come on.
For everyone who spent the entire game explaining the entire game, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Because slice to order makes a sub above. Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 Chicken Philly, because grilled to order makes a sub above.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard, across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
This is Mike Houston, head football coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 28 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville, right next to Sam's Club, or you can visit online at qualityequip.com to find the location near you. And congratulations to Chip Wall of Farmville, picked up lunch for two at Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Chicken cheesesteak in a wrap, or a regular cheesesteak in a wrap. Kind of a hidden treasure on the Tiebreakers menu.
Okay.
Go for that. With the tots. I love tots. I love places that offer tater tots.
I like them once in a while.
Nobody on board with that take.
I don't like them all the time, but I will eat them every once in a while. Put a little cheese on them.
You a tots guy?
Depends on where they're from. I like fries more than tots, but I'll do tots. I don't dislike tots.
Okay, fair enough. Just saw this from Eric Ward, ECU. He said, I told Coach O earlier he should throw out the first pitch at a baseball game this season. And he said, and Coach O said nobody would want to see that. Are you kidding me?
Who said that?
Coach O said nobody would want to see him.
Everybody would want to see that.
Come on, Coach O. Throw out a first pitch. And look at this jersey he's wearing, Steven. I've never seen that ECU baseball jersey. That is a weird...
It's a little much on the swoosh.
Pirates in cursive. The S has like a swoosh coming off underlining Pirates. Then it does a hook back around. That's wild. Let's bring those back.
The EC on the hat is fresh.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Just a very classic EC look. All right, Steven, I'm going to go through this again with you, starting from the bottom. Now we're here. Denver needs, Denver has, is Bridgewater locked up?
No, he's got another year left on his deal, but it's basically, I think they can get out of it without paying him anything. So
future Washington Commanders quarterback Teddy Bridgewater on your roster currently. Would you rather have, are you ready to move on from Bridgewater? How about, would you rather have Bridgewater or Baker Mayfield?
Baker.
Wow. Chandler, Bridgewater or Baker? You guys are...
that's...
Yeah, Baker.
Baker at least shows, like, fire and emotion. Like, Bridgewater is just kind of a teddy bear out there.
And has an arm.
A teddy bear. I get it.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Baker Mayfield or a rookie in this year's draft class?
Probably a rookie. I'm very intrigued by Malik Willis.
I don't know what to think of him.
I don't really know either, but I'm intrigued.
Is he your favorite prospect in the class?
After watching some tape the other day, him or Sam Howell, I still feel like is getting a lot of shade just for, I guess, not meeting expectations this year. I don't think he'll be a top first-round pick, but I feel like he could be a decent back-end second-round pick.
I would like to ask a scout or even North Carolina fans. The North Carolina games I watched, which were very few, it might have just been one or two, there were a lot of cases where I came away thinking an NFL receiver makes that catch.
Yeah, he just didn't have the help, and he was missing those two NFL running backs.
I feel like he had some good throws that were going to be caught on Sunday, so I'm not completely out on him.
The problem with this quarterback class is it's like you're not completely out on any of them, but
you're
not completely in on any of them either.
Would you rather have Baker Mayfield or Tyler Huntley from the Ravens?
Baker.
He just hadn't shown you enough.
I mean, he plays in a system.
Okay.
I would have to have their OC along with him.
Would you'd rather have these two guys over Bridgewater, I guess? Would you rather have Jimmy Garoppolo or Derek Carr?
Like, I'm picking between them?
Yeah.
Neither.
So you
I guess Derek Carr, but he's so scared to get hit. Like, he throws the ball. I feel like he's going to be a good fit for the Patriots offense with McDaniels because, like, he just wants to take a two-step drop and get rid of it as quickly as possible, which is what the Patriots essentially do.
You think McDaniels sticks with Carr?
I do.
It's crazy that McDaniels, I looked it up, he was 09, 10, does that sound right? As the Broncos coach?
Yeah.
That's over a decade ago, and he's doing this thing all over again. Back to the AFC West, and he's got a quarterback. Did he have Cutler?
He had Cutler, and then he traded Cutler.
That's right.
For Kyle freaking Orton.
Yeah, he went backwards. That was weird.
I mean, he pissed off Denver fans immediately.
I wonder if he sticks with Carr as his quarterback in Vegas.
I got a $400 autographed Jay Cutler helmet, and he traded Jay Cutler the next month.
Dang.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
Although the authentic helmet, still sweet.
Yeah, I guess you'd almost just rather watch that Cutler interview off of it and have is it like an authentic Broncos helmet?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool to have.
Yeah.
A little pricey, but okay. All right, I think that's all my quarterback questions. I was listening to Pick Central today, and they were talking about, Brady retiring, still had years left probably. They were talking about the Manning Super Bowl and how the defense carried Manning, which we can agree that
100%.
He was not the Peyton Manning that we knew. But they said that Brock Osweiler got hurt, and if he was 100% healthy, like Manning played through the playoffs, was that a thing? Like if Osweiler was healthy, was he playing over Peyton Manning at that time? I don't remember that.
So what happened was Peyton... They started that year 6 or 7-0, but then Peyton he had a foot injury. I think it was some type of mid-foot tear to where he just could not plant and throw. So
was it Liz Frank? I like saying Liz Frank.
I think something of that caliber, but he tried to play through it, and he was so bad they had to bench him and gave him 3 or 4 weeks to recover. And then he was back healthy, Peyton was. But Osweiler was playing so good, like they kept winning games.
Did he have a big win against like the Patriots?
He beat the Patriots in the snow, and that basically got them home field advantage. And then the final week of the season, the Broncos played the Chargers at home. If they lost, they would have been a wild card team. If they won, they were going to be the number 1 seed. And they were losing the game. Osweiler was still the starting quarterback. The offense was just stagnant, and they put Peyton in. And he comes in. Basically, the funniest thing about it was he didn't throw it the entire drive. He just handed it off, but it ignited the offense. They ended up winning the game, got a bye, and he ended up being the quarterback in the playoffs. But yeah, he was just a shell of himself.
Kind of a Brady Bledsoe situation.
Yeah.
Where Bledsoe was the starter, got hit by Mo Lewis. Brady comes in. Brady gets hurt in a playoff game, I want to say, against the Steelers. And Bledsoe comes in and wins it, but then they go back to Brady after that.
Right.
I didn't remember the Osweiler. I guess why I didn't remember is because Osweiler never took over and stayed quarterback for the Broncos.
He didn't because Peyton retired, and then Osweiler's contract ran out, and they wanted to re-sign him, and then I think it was the Texans that gave him all that money.
And he actually went to, because I did a sports trivia question about this, he was a He made the playoffs with the Texans, I want to say.
Really?
Played in a playoff game with them.
Either way.
Anyway, the Brockett ship.
But they wouldn't have won a Super Bowl without Osweiler coming through that year.
He earned his ring.
He did. He honestly did.
All right.
Great draft pick by Elway.
Just one of many, I would say. All right, let's see. We'll wrap it up with Igoe. Anything else?
Not a whole lot, man.
Do you have an early Super Bowl pick? I hate that I'm going to have to root for the Rams, but I have to.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be pulling for the Bengals.
And you are doing that because you have some cash on them? I don't know. This is an enjoyable Super Bowl for me because for the first time I'm not pulling against the Chiefs or the Patriots in a number of years, so I can just sit back and enjoy it.
You don't really have hatred towards the Rams. Are you pulling for Von Miller?
I am pulling for Von Miller. I would like to see Von Miller win another ring, but I'm not going to be mad if the Bengals win their first Super Bowl ever.
It's a cool Super Bowl.
It's a cool Super Bowl. My dad grew up an LA Rams fan, so he's tried to act like he's not into the NFL since they moved back to LA, but he kind of is. I was texting my mom. He was cussing at the TV during the game. So
he's into it.
He's
That's
into
cool.
it. So I would like to see the Rams win for my dad.
All right.
But other than that, it is what it is. I'm just going to enjoy the game.
Great game for kids, too. Great colors. The coolest helmets, maybe, in all of football.
Although the Rams still have the ugliest jerseys with those stupid numbers. What are they doing, man?
Yeah. I hope the Rams wear the 90s colors, where the blue, where it's not as updated with the weird three-tone jerseys. I hope they wear the old school ones. That would be cool. All right. Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When we return, we will talk to Ryan Wallen from the Owls 24/7 site, get a Temple update. When we return on Pirate Radio Live.
Ryan's a good dude.
All right, we'll see after this.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,000 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org, or go directly to our job postings at bit.ly/PCS employment. That's bit.ly/PCS employment. Pitt County Schools, engaging, empowering, and elevating every student and every staff member every single day.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
At US Cellular, we know you have a choice of wireless carriers. And while the other guys may limit your choice of free phones, at US Cellular, you can choose any phone from any brand for free. Plus, get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
What's the big deal?
Where can you get pizza, bread twists, specialty chicken, and more for just $5.99 each?
Is it at Domino's?
He hands off hand-tossed pizza and a marble cookie brownie. He's going!
There's a lot of variety on the radio and at Domino's too, where you can
mix and match 2 or more. $5.99 each at Domino's.
2-item minimum. Pan pizza, bone-in wings, and bread bowls will be extra. Ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary.
This is CJ Johnson, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Did you miss the show on Pirate Radio? Well, you can listen to all of Pirate Radio's archived local programming by subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Spotify. Subscribe today by going to the podcast app on your iPhone or Apple device and search for Pirate Radio Audio Archives. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Cliff Bryant.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Welcome back into the show. We've been kind of PA heavy in the show today because we had Bryant Packard, former Pirate, who thinks he'll be starting his minor league baseball season in Erie, Pennsylvania, he said. We had Jeff Nadu, who I believe is from Lancaster, PA. And now we'll go talk some Temple Owls. Of course, they call their home Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We'll welcome in Ryan Wallen from Wallen 24/7 on Twitter, Owls Daily 24/7, covering the Temple Owls. Ryan, I guess you're familiar with your PA geography, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
Where are you located?
I live in around the Gettysburg, Pennsylvania area, actually.
Okay.
But went to school in Temple, lived in PA my whole life. So, yeah, very familiar with all those areas mentioned.
All right, and unfortunately, we're familiar with Temple because Damian Dunn hit a dagger 3 at the buzzer to knock off the Pirates the first time around. Stephen Igoe and I were looking at the schedule a moment ago, saw that Temple had a bit of a pause after that, but have played pretty well since then. A loss to SMU, who looks really good this year, Ryan, but Temple appears to be playing pretty good, at least compared to how they started the conference season.
Yeah, for sure, and this has all been an unexpected, per se, season, considering what happened to the Owls earlier this year. Obviously, I'm referring to leading scorer Kalis Battle going down with a broken foot, and really that was a turning point in the season where a lot of Owl fans thought that this was going to be a write-off season. We'll just play the games and see if we can compete, get some of these young guys experience, and we'll just have to look forward to next year. But, that's not been the case. As you mentioned, Damian Dunn's really stepped up into that role that Battle had played and really become, the floor manager and that leading scorer that the Owls need, especially in late game situations. And the Owls have closed some really key games in late game situations, and they're winning those games tight, late. And obviously, tomorrow night's game against ECU is going to be a big one for him. It's a homecoming, and he called it that today during his media availability, and he said he's going to have a lot of people in town from Kinston.
Yeah, I suspected that. Said that on the show yesterday. Should be a nice Damian Dunn crowd on hand for Wednesday night, Minges Coliseum. The Pirates have been having some good crowds this year and are trying to snap a losing streak. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's game in Minges, Ryan. Should be a good one, judging off the first meeting between these two teams. How about Aaron McKee? Still early in his tenure there, and he's a former player, so people love Aaron McKee, but we know how this thing is now. Just so much pressure for coaches to win right away, Ryan. So what's the take from the fan base, the Temple followers, on Aaron McKee, what he's been able to do so far in his tenure there and this season?
Yeah, I think, that first year that they started out so hot on him in his rookie head coaching year, they started out really hot, and then they kind of fell off towards the end of the year and ended up finishing sub 500. And, that was a little bit of a letdown for the fans. And last year's season, obviously, with all the pauses and cancellations and just not being able to get consistency, fans were still let down, even though that was the case, and COVID was playing a factor in a lot of the games last season. But they had seen that it didn't seem like Aaron was developing these guys, but this year it's been quite the opposite. Fans are actually quite pleased with what he's doing. They're seeing these young guys finally start to take some steps, and these young guys that are getting in action, and these freshmen that he recruited, especially in particular, like Zach Hicks, like a Jaleel White type guys. They're getting meaningful minutes, and they're making an impact on this team early on, and that's what they like to see. And they're hoping, obviously, that once they do get Battle back next year from his injury, that maybe next year's year that Temple can make a run at the conference, and maybe moving forward that they're going to stay at this level and be able to compete with the Houstons, with the SMUs, with the Cincinnatis, the Memphises, and all of that. So, I think that fans are quite pleased, and like I said, I think that they, despite writing off the season earlier on, they're starting to see that, this team still has a lot of talent aside from Battle, and that they're quite pleased with how the Owls are playing right now and how Aaron McKee is coaching up his guys.
Ryan Wallen joining us. Ryan, as you've looked around this league, East Carolina split with Memphis. They have been a major disappointment this year. If Tulane had a better non-conference start to their season, they could be mentioned in as a potential at-large, but we're not very good in the non-conference. They have been good in conference play. So it's Houston, who clearly is in the NCAA tournament, and SMU. Now, the Pirates haven't faced SMU yet. That's one of the teams that only play one time this year. So we've yet to see them. You've seen Temple take on SMU. Are we on path for a two-bid league this year, as far as Houston and SMU making the tournament and everybody else on the outside looking in? Is that the way it's looking to you right now?
Yeah, I think as it stands right now, it has to be a two-bid league at most. I just don't think anybody's really stood out in the league other than those two teams. And even SMU, people have made arguments that they shouldn't even be looked at for the conference or for the NCAAs, which I'm not so sure about. I think they're good enough. They're riding a really nice streak here, especially in conference play, and they're looking really good. I know Temple took them to the wire the other night, but they're a team that can score, and they have the best player in the conference, I think, in Davis. So I think that they have to be a team that's going to be looked at. But other than that, unless some team makes a run here in the conference tournament or goes on some ridiculous win streak here to close out the regular season, I don't think that there's anybody that really has a case to make, other than maybe Cincinnati if you look at the records. But again, it would have to be a ridiculous win streak for them.
Ryan Wallen joining us. Ryan, while we got you here, anything on the football front? Of course, winter workouts going on. We'll get into spring ball coming up in a month or so, but any Temple football news we should know about?
Yeah, well, obviously Temple's got a new coaching staff, and signing day is tomorrow, so it's an exciting day for a lot of high school players out there. But there's just a rejuvenized feel around the football program, despite how the past season ended in the firing of Rod Carey and his staff. Obviously, they brought in Stan Drayton from the University of Texas to be the new head coach. He's now filled out his staff with some very experienced coordinators, a lot of guys that have been in coaching for 20 plus years. have a lot of experience to advise and help him, establish Temple back as being that Temple tough program. And fans seem to really enjoy right now what Drayton's doing at Temple, and they really seem to enjoy what they have going on. So recruiting's going to be a big day tomorrow. We'll have to see what he has to say about some of the guys, his first class here at Temple, and we'll see how that plays out on the field coming into spring ball.
Yeah, and Ryan, I said, and I'm sure a lot of people did, the run Temple went on with head coaches and success, and it's a shame that job was not attractive enough, I guess, for those coaches to stick around and continue building. But when a coach would leave, they would just make another tremendous hire. That run had to end at some point, and it certainly ended with the last coach. But that was a heck of a run Temple went on in hiring successful coaches.
Yeah, it totally was, and it figures back to the Al Golden era. Al Golden's assistant coaching with the Bengals, and he's going to be playing in the Super Bowl. So that's a great thing for Al, obviously. And
wow, you almost had Golden versus if the Bucks could have won a couple more games, Arians could have got back there.
Yeah, you could have had. So that would have been a fun matchup to have. A lot of Temple connections, but with Golden, Adazio had decent success at Temple, and obviously it paid off for him getting hired to BC. But even though his tenure there didn't work out, he was still a pretty decent coach there. Rule, obviously, we know probably will go down as one of the best coaches in Temple history, if not the best or the most successful of the bunch. And then Jeff Collins, followed that up with a couple seasons and a bowl win, something that only two other Temple teams had done in history. So obviously an excellent run there, but then the Manny Diaz fiasco, which led to the Rod Perry era, and unfortunately Rod and his staff, it just didn't pan out there. And you can point to a couple different things of that, why that might not have worked out, just being out of region, unfamiliarity, different type of style that the kids were used to, and some of the coaches around the Philadelphia area were used to with recruiting wise, but it unfortunately just didn't work out. But Drayton seems like a guy that is going to go back to that Rule style of coach, and he's a guy that is very adamant about caring about his players and building men off the field before building them on the field.
Temple had East Carolina's number on the football field for many years. Finally, the Pirates have that going in the right direction with a couple of wins over the Owls in a row. Now the Pirates will try to get to split 500 against Temple on the basketball season when they take on the Owls Wednesday night. Ryan, if people want to read more about this Temple basketball team, where can they go to do that?
Of course, you can always follow me on Twitter at RyanWallen247, or you can visit our site, owlsdaily.com, or you can follow the Owls Daily Twitter account at owlsdaily247 on Twitter.
All right, Ryan, thanks for joining us, man. We'll talk to you down the road, talk some Temple football with you later on this calendar year.
Awesome, Clips. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. There's Ryan Wallen from Owls Daily 24/7. And Damian Dunn going to have some friends and family here to watch him on Wednesday night. The Kinston native lit East Carolina up for 33. I asked Joe Dooley yesterday when he joined us on the show, a key to beating Temple this time around. He said, don't let Damian Dunn score 33 points. That'd be a good place to start. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back, wrap things up on this Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2022 Buick Encore GX. Save up to $1,250 off or 1.9% for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
In studio with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness. What's new, Dr. Jones?
Yes, we just added 6,000 more square feet of gym space, where we're now able to offer our athletic movement programs. They're age-specific programs that help you develop speed, power, agility, and strength to give you that athletic edge. So come by and see us at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness on Arlington Boulevard, or check us out online at kptonline.com. That's kptonline.com.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number 1.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Your office deserves a proactive tech support approach instead of always reacting to issues after the damage is done. You need BizCare. BizCare tech support and cybersecurity plans keep you ahead of potential issues and much safer from cyber threats like ransomware. What's at your office? Call William today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Pirate Radio.
The
voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a look at your stock market report. It was another good day today. The Dow was up 273 points and closed at 35,405. NASDAQ was ahead 106 with its closing cost at 14,346, and the S&P was up 30 at 4,546. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, a member SIPC. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right. It's always fun when we get breaking news during the show. Today we had the whole Brian Flores stuff going on. We were talking earlier about Stephen Ross wanted Brian Flores to meet in a yacht, meet a quarterback.
Yeah, we thought it was Deshaun Watson.
Well,
turns out it wasn't.
It was the GOAT.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. According to Joe Shad, Tom Brady was the quarterback Stephen Ross allegedly wanted Brian Flores to meet in an alleged yacht meeting before Brady was a free agent, according to a leaked source. So
wow.
This whole thing is wild. I will be...
These are the days of our lives.
I will be tuned into my social media tonight to follow... Whoa. Wait, is this guy a real person?
I don't know.
Nah, I don't know if this is real. Never mind.
What does it say?
It's not real. John Elway called the... It's just kind of funny because it's the Broncos. Some say John Elway has a bit of a horse face. Not me. Some say that. But it says John Elway called these allegations horse bleep. But I think it's all fake. I don't know. Be careful what you believe to be true and fake out there on the internet.
Yeah, I've been catfished myself online.
So have I.
Yeah.
We both have at the same time.
Chandler and Shirley catfished each other once.
Yeah, it was a tweet.
I saw it on MTV. I'm joking.
It was a tweet for baseball, I think it was.
And
it was Duke baseball.
Yeah.
Somebody made their account into Duke baseball and was saying man, I wish we had Thomas Francisco on our team. Me and Shirley were like flabbergasted by that. And
I was like, look how nice they're being right now. And then they were like, no, it's somebody else's account. I'm like, hate it when that happens.
Watch out for the fishies. All right, speaking of fishies, Bryce Williams joins us tomorrow. He likes catching fishies.
Yeah, he does.
We'll talk to him and a whole lot more coming up Wednesday on Pirate Radio Live. See you at 3 o'clock. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio.